Hey, this is our speaking role-playing Bubble Grader. We're playing Upwind, playtest of Jeff Barber's new RPG that he is it is in development. It will be kickstarted at some point in the future, or probably now if you're listening to this. Who knows? So the
time is fuzzy here.
Time is fuzzy.
What do we do?
Upwind is a high fantasy world of floating islands.
High fantasy.
Not that kind of fantasy. Where you are all, our players here are members of the Explorer Knights, and you are the elite of the Society of Upwind. So let's go around from table left to right. Introduce your character before I introduce your mission.
This is Aaron. I will be playing Zachariah Hildebrand. He is that's like the pilot of the ship, which I forgot if we don't get to name this one.
Is the courier called the EGS Endurance?
The EGS Endurance. So he is one of the pilots for this particular craft.
All right.
I better hear a lot of it's 45 degrees left.
Yeah.
Right.
Mark on my waypoint, yes. Next up.
This is Sean.
Hi, Sean.
I will be playing Darren, a surly mechanic who's keeping things running and is very disappointed that this ship is not called the Sexcopter. So,
I was going for common law wife.
Please
Screaming skull.
Let's not Fraggle Rocket yet. This is a game of playtesting.
anyhow, but no. And realistically, he's there to make sure things keep running, running well, running better if possible. His main element is going to be art.
Oh yeah, what was your main element potential?
Oh, my main potential is rain. So,
And what kind of potential abilities do you have?
that's do I need to actually name out the abilities or just say?
Just your potential ones. All
right, they actually have for emotional insight and healing, so I've named that Calming Rains, Mirror of Truth, and Cleansing Storm.
All right.
So
Right, and Darren's since his arc, it's about agility and speed, but it's also about lightning.
Yes.
Right. So
lightning bolt.
his potentials, top to bottom, are Fulminous Heart, his ability to communicate with electrical machines. Stunning Spark, obviously, he can tase people because he's awesome. And Lightning Dash, he's a quick little bastard.
All right. Very good.
Not little, but
Tom.
This is Tom. I will be playing Tiberius Vexius.
Ooh.
I'm Orr as mine. I'm probably the commander or the chief sergeant of the Marines on board.
You are the warrior. Again, I'll explain the situation. You basically, the Explorers Knights hired on an independent ship to go find their ship, which is missing. So, technically, you're on a commercial,
Sloppy bastards.
Yep.
Lost their ship. Really?
Well, yeah. They lost it in the
We've got
Twilight
to go
Frontier.
clean it up.
Well, you've got to go find it, which is a problem. But you're a warrior type pilot.
Yes.
All right.
It's sounding like I'm
And what are your potential things?
Titan strength, self-explanatory. Immovable object, also pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
And tempered metal, I'm really good at making the metal of things stronger.
Right.
Particularly my blade.
Very good.
It's my blade.
Not as hard as my blade when I was talking to your girlfriend.
All right. So finally, Caleb.
Okay. I will be playing Dyson.
Dyson.
My parents tried to make a giant sphere to stop the island. But then that eroded and fell into the dark.
Yep.
So then we started a chicken farm. And that eroded and fell into the dark. And then I got a scholarship and went to college and became a naturalist because it was a hard life.
But in the university,
In the arids.
Is it a hard knock?
the university didn't erode; it stayed up.
Caleb, is it a hard knock?
What did I say about Firearm?
Started it.
Actually, he did not start it.
Bullshit. The Dyson line.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Okay. So I'm Wind. My potentials are Windbroker, Uncomfortably Brisk, and Whispers on the Wind. So.
All right. Sorry, what are your first two characters' names?
Excuse me. Zach. It's like Zach. Oh,
Zachariah?
Zachariah Hildebrand.
All right.
I just went with Darren.
Darren. All right.
Fuck last names.
All right. No, that's fine. So as we begin, You've all recently graduated from the Explorer Knights Academy, and you've been assigned to your first mission.
I'm going back for a master's.
Yes.
Well, you have to get some.
Does that ever actually work out well, Caleb? Does it ever?
Yeah.
It has never helped me.
Anyway.
Your first mission is search and rescue. The EGS Inquisitive is long overdue, and you have been tasked with tracking her into the Twilight Frontier and either leading her home or determining her fate. Your sealed orders instruct you to take command of the fast courier EGS Endurance. You are to outfit her and sail her without delay for Fort Alabaster, the Inquisitive's last known port of call. There you acquire a waypoint needle for the mission ship's lodestone and see if you can pick up on her course. As every knight knows, such search and rescue missions often end with no sign of the missing ships, or worse still, with the would-be rescuers sharing the same fate as the lost.
Which is why we continually send them out in waves and droves.
No, they're sending the new guys in the tiniest ship, cheapest ship that they have.
Any further questions? Yeah. How do we get out of this chicken shit operation?
Knock that shit off.
Just so you know, I'll get more into the waypoint needles and things like that, but essentially it works like a tracking device for given ships, and it's at Fort and there is one of these needles and each one is attuned to specific lodestones, which each ship has. So you have to get the specific needle from Fort Alabaster in order to track the Inquisitive. And then again, there are layers. I think it's called the Verdant the realm. That's where everything's nice. It's not too hot and bright as the arid realm is above you, and it's not too dark like the Twilight or the dark below you. Everything, that's where all humanity or the kin flourish and all civilization flourishes. But the Twilight Frontier is where there's not a whole lot of light. There's a lot of creepy stuff, and that's where the enemy of your nation, the children of the dark, come out from the dark and raid people. And there's also just pirates and all kinds of scary.
So there are spooky things.
There are spooky things, but there are also an abundance of wildlife and all kinds of new animals and plants and other things for you to identify. There's riches too, because of course, like any other fantasy realm, there was a civilization before you, and they left all kinds of ruins and technology behind that you need to loot for massive profit. And there's probably prophecies. In fact, there is one, but we won't get into that one.
Who cares about that?
Ross, we are operating for great justice.
Yes.
Take off every zig.
So the Endurance has a crew of 15. Master of the ship is Aril. Aril. Then I can name everyone else if you want, but I'm not.
Yes. No.
I'm sure I'll remember. I will remember.
Jeff Barber's professional. He gave names to all the NPCs. Unlike some people.
I'm sure I will remember. I'm sure I will remember every last NPC.
Will you?
No.
All right. There are for armaments. There are 4 powder cannons and 1 cantankerous arc cannon on the swivel mount.
It's cantankerous. It's so cranky.
Yep.
It kills people.
So sky ships. That's what you're on. There's quite a bit of description about them, but it's a sky ship. You're on the small one. It's about 80 feet long. Has 2 decks. Built for speed. And has limited cargo capacity, and the Inquisitive had a crew of 20, including scientific staff of 10, and it was commanded by Brother Timothy, a respected guild archaeologist specializing in the ruins of the Masters. That's what the old civilization was called.
Technically, we're
Masters
not the Beagle; they're the Beagle.
Yeah. You're trying to find what happened to the Beagle, which
sorry, Caleb, but
well, you could be Beagle too, and maybe you.
Or the Hound.
If you survive and get to find their notes back, look at all these things.
We are the Ur Beagle.
All these scratch marks on the name part.
But Caleb, to do that, there can be no survivors.
So it's like Darwin actually finding a corpse in a Galapagos.
Playtesting.
Yeah.
Fraggle rockin'.
There can be only one. Okay.
You say that like that can happen, but I applaud your effort.
Whatever, Mr. Dyson Sphere.
Dyson's a fine name as long as you.
It's an awesome name.
And besides, I forgot to bring up. You all literally have sky parents.
Okay. I was just gonna say Dyson doesn't suck, but
We're fine with Caitlin, Aaron, like Sky Bear.
So you want to get in? If someone wants to do a tutorial, kind of a challenge or something like that. You can, as your ship is getting ready to go, you can try and hit up the old quartermaster for some additional gear. The Frontier is a challenging environment that if characters are untrained, unprepared, or otherwise lose their equipment, they may take a -1 card penalty to their play hands when subsequently traveling within the Frontier. So maybe someone wants to go to the quartermaster and get some additional gear. Because it's cold down there and damp.
A few things, actually. One, we've got a fucked up cannon.
Okay. Well, it's cantankerous. It's not.
That's fucked up.
Okay.
It ain't working right. It ain't working right.
All right, so you want to make a play?
I want to make a play to either fix the cannon or at least make sure I've got parts to ensure that we can make it back.
Okay. So I'll let you choose the challenge of this.
So I look at my hand and I see...
Well, no, I'll let you choose the challenge. How much do you want to tinker with it? If you want to just make some minor fine tuning, I'll give you. It'll be a 1-card challenge. But if you want to strip it to its components and reassemble it, that'll be a 3-card challenge.
So if I want to make an overall call that I want to make sure that we've got some extra parts going out, as opposed to just, oh, here's a few minor things you can fix it with. I mean, I've actually got extra parts. Is it like a 2 or a 3? Or?
Well, this will basically, in terms of the reward, this will be essentially be a cache for the cannon. Anybody who uses the cannon would have access to a cache.
So
the size of the cache depends on.
Okay, so I can't extend over just the whole ship. It has to just be the cannon or just be the engine or.
Well, if you want, you can do either one. It's just what the cache will apply to or what the stakes will apply to.
Oh.
Do you want to hobble the ship right out the bat or just hobble the cannon if you fuck this up? Because I get 8 cards from my hand to fuck with you guys.
I will say I'm fucking with the cannon
4,
then
5,
because
6,
I'm not going to fuck with the engine
7,
itself.
8. So I will let you choose the challenge. How much are you going to do this?
Let's play with the cannon. I'm saying that for whatever reason, for playtest purposes, I've decided I have a bug up my ass over the cannon.
So you're doing 3 cards?
Let's see what I've got. If I were to declare 2
I'm
cards,
going to shuffle these. I feel this is going to be a little unfair.
is this going to hurt?
Well, no, I have shuffled these cards, but
Okay.
they were all.
So if I were to declare 2
I
cards,
want to just ace.
It blows up.
if I were to declare a 2-card challenge, that would just be the equivalent of It's not like I
A
grabbed
good amount of work.
It's not like I grabbed a few spare parts. And It's not I fixed it perfectly. It's like it's
You're substantially improving.
Okay.
You're throwing on some scopes, some laser sights. You're paydaying it a little.
right. So I'm going to go to say that I am.
Get to the galleon!
Wow.
7, 8. Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome.
So okay. So again,
2-card challenge.
If I'm playing a face card, I have to make an excuse for why.
Well,
I'm using a face card.
if you're crowning, if you're using that to crown, which is essentially letting you draw an additional.
You can just use it for 10.
Yeah.
Okay,
If it's the right suit.
I'm going to use it for 10 for the right.
Well, you shouldn't tell me.
All right, never mind.
The whole point is to not tell me.
In that case, I'll pick a different fucking skill. Fine, I'll see how it is.
Hey, you guys want to play poker? Just,
Let's play one game at a time, Caleb. We need to finish playtesting.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah. So this is a 2-card challenge, right?
Okay, so I'm
I have
declaring.
these.
I've heard of this to say that I'm.
Well,
using
you already said you're going to use face card. You probably
All
should
right.
use it. 'Cause-
All right, fine.
All right. I will put down 2 cards. You will have to beat my hand over the
Okay.
2 cards that I beat.
All right.
You don't know
I'll
what they
probably
are.
lose, but no.
Not necessarily.
Ready?
All right. So you ready? Are you using any? I guess you're not using cash.
I'll just
right?
use. I'll just
All right.
go straight. I got a 13.
I have a 16.
Okay, so
All
I did
right.
not find the extra cards that.
No, we did not. Now, you see, we kind of screwed that because we did not negotiate stakes ahead of time.
Okay.
So you do not get a cash, obviously. You do not succeed. That was what would have happened. You would have a 2-card cash to use with cannon. So I will say it. I'll let you choose. You can either blow up in your face and you get a 1-card wound that will not heal, as it is little bits of filament get in your face, or the cannon. Anybody using the cannon it'll attract unwanted attention later on. It just sort of lights up at unpredictable intervals.
I'm feeling
A
spicy.
beacon in the darkness.
I'm feeling spicy. I tried to fuck with it, and it might go off randomly later.
All right.
Why not?
So it lights up. The thing is about the Twilight Frontier is that you don't want to have a lot of lights running on your ship because that attracts attention.
Well, I thought it was fixed. Okay, damn it.
Well, anyways, so
Do I shuffle these back in, or just
I will
just
talk to
put them in the
Errol.
discard pile,
Okay.
and then. All right. So you're going to talk to
I will talk to Errol,
the shipmaster or the quartermaster.
the quartermaster.
Quartermaster doesn't have a name,
Okay.
but yeah,
Dirk.
Dirk. All right, Dirk the quartermaster.
I will talk to Dirk. I'm going to ask him for his spyglass
See a star.
Okay.
so that I have a spyglass to spot specimens.
All right.
And I will use magic whispers on the wind.
So you're using your potential.
Yeah, to tell him that his spyglass clashes terribly with his outfit.
Okay.
And he should definitely get rid of it. I would like a 1-card challenge.
All right. I will.
Cards on table, Ross. What do you got? What do you got?
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. 9. You succeed. All right. You get Spyglass. That is a 1-card relic that I'll let you
Do I
have.
draw back up immediately?
Yes.
Actually, yeah, those.
Just put your discard in a separate pile.
I will.
And then you only reshuffle that when you get the when you're totally out. And I do as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
So Spyglass as a catch.
1 card cash to use anytime you for observation purposes. So you get some additional equipment. So that's your little thing.
Okay, I would like to go to Dirk as well.
Okay.
And specifically see if I can negotiate for additional navigational charts to because I know some of those probably have been restricted.
Nothing about the cold or okay.
Okay, so
Well, I mean you can.
I was thinking in there. So all right, but if it since we are going into there, that makes sense. I will go ahead and see if we can requisition extra survival gear as we're going out. So
You hear that your Spyglass clashes with your outfit. It's wind. It's not very precise.
All right. So that's if you succeed. What do you think should happen if you fail?
Your heart explodes.
If it fails, we find out that the only thing he's able to give us is threadbare gear that will be useless after the first try.
Are you fucking all?
Okay. So all right. So you'll take the penalty if you fail.
Like you did
Yeah.
seconds ago?
All right.
Like literally less than a minute.
Caleb, it's called
I will say this is a
misdirection. misdirection. You try to like pawn all
Or
of
by
your
1 or 2
problems
hard
on somebody
challenges,
else.
or
I'll say this is a 1
that's
card
the
challenge.
American
Well, unless you
way.
want to
Yes.
like up the stakes and get the navigational charts.
I don't have the right haircut
And
for
the
it,
weather
but I
here.
try.
yes, I would look to.
That would definitely be a 2-card challenge.
Okay.
So, and what ability are you using?
Oh, for this one, rapier wit.
And Rapier Wit, both of those cards are the right suit, right?
So what?
You have to look.
Yeah, no, you can take them back and look at them.
Well, no, it's gonna show my hand if.
No, you can. I'm not going to look. Geez.
No, I know it's in there. I have since one's.
I can use whatever because I'm the moderator. You have to use the right suit unless you're using your potential.
So, what if you have a card that has no suit? I know this is playing.
Okay, well then that if you're using it to crown, then that works. If you're not using it,
All right, we'll see. All
All
That's my jack.
right. Jax is for trickery, deception, subterfuge, and thievery.
Oh no, sorry, that's not my jack. That's a Joker. I'm sorry when I said.
Oh, Joker.
That's
Well,
what I'm saying. That
all right.
no suit Joker.
Joker works. Yeah, you succeed. You get the charts, so you know penalties, and 2 card cash for navigating the hazards of the Twilight Frontier.
Woo!
Anyone says back?
pilot.
And do I have to reshuffle everything now? or-
No, you discard everything. You discard the cards you used, and you
Okay.
draw up to your hand.
Okay.
And you only reshuffle everything when that deck is done.
So can we start calling the intense Moya?
no.
So everyone got a tutorial thing. Tom, does Tiberius want to do something before he leaves the port? He can talk to the quartermaster too. Everyone's talking to the quartermaster.
Just completely masculine.
Tiberius, would you like to stab someone to death before we leave?
The quartermaster.
Like a road stabbing?
Give us all shit, motherfucker. You don't have to.
Oh wait, I'm kind of just they seem to be taking care of things.
Fair enough.
Scream.
All right. In fact, you can lead off this one. As you get on the ship and you make your way heading down towards Fort Alabaster, which is, again, the last civilized is maybe a too strong a word, but the last port before you get into the frontier. You flash back to your academy days, which weren't too long ago, for your memorable Zoology of the Dark class with Captain Stern.
Oh, I love that class.
Yeah. No, you love this one, especially this particular session.
Was Stern shot?
Because it was a hands-on type of class. He brought in several crates of meat crickets, which were dog-sized arthropods that ate whatever they could, but they were also good eating. So he just says, "All right, so your lesson today is 1, don't die. 2, get yourself some meat cricket."
I wrote down Don't die. Because I'm taking studious naps.
He opens up the crate, and out leap a dozen of the crazed creatures to begin raging around the classroom, attacking anyone who happens to be in the way. They must successfully capture, kill, dissect, cook, and eat all of the crickets or fail the lesson. Actually, so this is a flashback. This is,
Do we play this out, or
this is a flashback. Yes, but we'll let Tom do this.
I remember I died that day.
it was great.
So, here's the way it works. With flashback, you play as a novice character. You have a hand of 3 cards. Additionally, you may only have 2 cards in your potential hand, and you may not crown plays. It doesn't explain how to do that with your existing hand, so you could
just draw a new hand.
Yeah, just draw new hands. No, just for him. We'll just have him do this.
We all had plans, and then he just went kill crazy.
Right.
Exactly. Well, this is his kind of reason. So,
So am I using my regular hand?
Make your card. Yeah, no. Make a new. Draw 3 cards, and you get to use
from your regular deck.
Yeah. Or 2 cards from your potential if you want to use your potential. All right. So, what ability do you want to use to what? Let's negotiate the stakes. So, how do you plan to stop all these cave critters? Just murder, death, kill.
Well, you see, I'm going to. This pointy thing is going to go into all of them.
All right.
Perhaps sideways.
Which ability is that?
Ability that'll be totally huge guy.
Totally huge guy. All right. I will.
How many cards do I...
Jeff, I hope you were planning for such deep and nuanced character.
What rating is that?
We're really going to push the system to its limit.
You get to use all 3 cards if that's your ability. I will say it's a 2-card challenge because you're trying to deal all of it yourself. Mm-hmm. So if you fail at this, I will say someone else will have to succeed. If at least one of you succeeds, you'll get a story cache as you remember your how to deal with cave critters and all your other lessons. You did well in that class. So this is basically a potential benefit you can get for the team.
Go team.
All right, so you get to use all 3 cards. I will put down 2.
Do I have to play all 3?
You don't. You're going to discard them anyway, so you might as well.
All right.
If you can.
Well, actually, no. You can only use cards that are
the suit of the skill you're using.
You said totally huge guy is that's diamonds.
So
I can only play. Wait.
Yeah, you can only use diamonds.
All right, I am confused. I took all my diamonds out from my potential deck.
Is it a potential?
So are you using potentials?
No, I'm using an ability.
Which ability?
Your abilities can't be diamonds then.
They have to use the other 3 suits.
So totally huge guy could...
Anything that's diamond above your potentials needs to be a different suit.
Yeah.
That kind of does contradict with the fact that if you're playing like a solid, So what could he claim totally huge guy?
He's magically murdering people.
Yeah, you could use your 2...
I mean, his ability was totally huge guy.
Ability...
What elemental suit?
Well, he doesn't... it doesn't have to be tied on. It could be...
was that like...
you don't have to totally tie into it. It just has to be
could that be a rain
wind.
thing instead?
It could be hard. As long as it's not wind, it's fine.
So it could be like a rain.
Your
thing?
skills and your abilities don't have to be tied to a particular.
It's like totally huge guy could be almost like healing after fashion. The fact that he takes less damage because he's totally.
Well, you don't have to tie your abilities and skills to your elements.
Yeah.
It's just your weak one.
The weak one. That's not my weak one.
You're all right. So it would have to be one of the other suits. So you could just use your potential, one of your magic, like Titan Strength.
Okay.
It is a bit front loaded in terms of its complexity. So
2 cards. For
yes, 2 cards versus my 2 cards. All right. Okay. I have an ace and a 3.
I have an ace and a 5.
Ace and 5. So we each draw a card and add it to our things because they're both crowning. Because aces always crown. So I get to add a 2.
I had a king.
Well, guess what? You succeed. So my total is a 15 because I crowned. But you, what is your total count? The king is a 10.
And the ace.
Ace, a 20. And what's the card?
5.
25. So 25 versus 15. He is really good at murdering cave crickets.
God. You're supposed to cook them first. Don't just lick the blood off your fingers.
I cook them with my sword.
I get my iron that way. All right, so I know this. Yeah, this is in terms of the suits. It is a little complex. So, you get a story cache of 3 cards that the entire group has access to for any play involving survival in the Twilight Frontier.
I know what it sounds like when a cricket dies.
Is
Is that cricket screams? I remember them.
I just got
I hear
sad.
them in my sleep every night.
All right.
All right, I'm still then.
Okay. So, your potential uses or, which is all
Yeah, no,
your
I got that.
So, all your other abilities have to be tied to one of the other 3 suits.
If your potential is diamonds, the only thing you can use for your skills
Is the other 3?
and your abilities is hearts, clubs,
Yeah, the other
and spades.
Yeah, the other 3.
Yeah.
So you find a way to
assign
make
each
it-
one. So your ones have to be assigned to.
I got it. I've
spades.
done. I've done that.
Right.
Yes, that I've done.
Okay. So the other 2 have to be assigned to diamond or hearts.
So
And,
basically, take whatever else you
I got
assign to diamonds and assign to other stuff.
yeah.
That doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Well, it's a resolution mechanic. I mean, we're arbitrarily rolling dice or using cards to resolve things. So there is. All right. So as you remember back, you continue sailing downwards. Let's see here. You're nearing into the as you get into the twilight. Getting closer to Fort Alabaster, as you're passing through a dense cloud into clear sky, when a massive, fast-moving flock of avians engulf the ship, speeding past as fast as they can fly. Without warning, or a moment later, a large sky dragon bursts out of the cloud and crashes violently into the ship, breaking masts, shredding the sails, knocking itself half, senseless and hopelessly tangling itself into the rigging of the ship. It will begin to fight, scramble, and tear as it tries to free itself, doing more damage to the ship and any crew who get too close.
Is this us?
Yes, this is you. This is happening about a day after you leave.
Well, shit.
Yes. Okay. It happens very quickly. The ship begins to spiral downward, increasingly out of control.
Hey, can I tase it?
I
could
will
tase it.
soothe the savage beast.
Well, hold on.
Okay, you got a better one.
Let me explain what a sky dragon is. It is a large winged creature. They can change their skin. They can camouflage themselves a little bit. They're extremely rare. Very few people have lived to see one. Snake-like, wings, talons. They're not known to be. They have animalistic intelligence, as far as anyone can tell. They seem to have some sort of echolocation, but apparently it was chasing birds and didn't see your ship coming. It was kind of focused on the birds.
Poor guy.
Well, it also will kill you all if you don't get rid off the ship really quickly.
If Darwin's got
Okay,
go.
so if you wanna-
does crowning count as 10 plus the crowning? Or just as whatever you draw?
It counts as 10 plus the...
10s plus whatever you draw.
Yeah.
All right.
So what are you trying to do?
I am going to soothe the savage beast and calm him.
Is that a potential?
That's an ability.
An ability. So you're using the same suit, right? Okay.
Yes, I'm using the suit I've assigned to it. I will calm him down.
Okay.
So that we can, delicately cut him free and let him go on his majestic way.
Okay. So for stakes, you're not totally resolving the encounter. So I will just treat this as a 2-card challenge. But so if you succeed, you will soothe him. He will stop doing additional damage to the ship. Your ship is still going downward, and he's still on the ship, which are both bad things.
Well, other people need to play cards as well.
Right. So if you fail, though, you have to get close to him to do this.
I will do that.
So you will take a serious wound if you.
Okay.
All right. Which we'll get into the mechanics of that in a second if that happens. So 2-card challenge. You have.
I'm
your
ready,
cards.
Ross. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Let's take a look here.
Jeff, I want to play this like poker, despite. No, I'm wearing a cowboy hat right now with a bandana and aviator shade.
Sorry, the best one is whichever one you showed us with that guy who literally had his hoodie up over his face and like this.
Yeah.
Might as well just been Kenny playing.
All right.
We're doing Ross.
You're doing fine. All right. Are you ready to flip?
Okay, with the 2 cards, isn't it more like
I am ready to flip. All right. So I have a 12. And you're crowning because you're using the queen.
Compassion.
So you succeed. I didn't want to.
I love dragons.
All right, so it does succeed. You have calmed the dragon. It is not doing additional damage. So you get to draw back up.
Okay, I would actually like to go ahead and use my skill for Leap on the Winds.
Sean's like, now I'm gonna tase it.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Don't fight Cuddy!
Stop resisting.
I want to tase him.
I would like to go ahead and play my skills for Leap on the Wind to stabilize the ship enough so the crews can cut it free without it.
So are you using your potential? Or is this an ability or skill?
This is a skill.
All right, so it's skill. So you're using the right suit.
Yes.
right.
Yeah, and this.
Okay. You only have one card?
Yes.
Okay. So what are you trying to do exactly?
Essentially, just stabilize. It's like stabilize. See if we can if I can catch just an upwind or an updraft to stabilize us briefly while they're taking out.
A skill doesn't do supernatural things like move the wind. That's potential. You could go up, climb up, and grab the sails. I'm
saying this is just navigation to basically.
Oh, okay, so you're navigating the ship.
Yeah, stabilizing the ship so the crews can actually untangle it without us having to go in a free fall.
That's not too hard. I'd say that's one.
Okay.
If you fail, though, the ship pitches at a steep angle. Everyone starts slipping overboard.
Okay.
So
Thanks.
that's if you fail.
All right.
Hey, wait. I'm below decks.
Well, then you'll
need a wall, probably.
Yeah, you'll hit a wall.
All right. Ready?
So that will be a 1-card wound for everyone. So all right. What is that? A king?
Yes.
All right. That's the right suit.
King. Yeah, that's the right suit.
Right.
And I will say that this is actually leadership.
Okay.
I'm commanding the ship.
All right. I'm being nice so far. I'm not drawing a
Oh,
lot.
come on, compassion.
Yeah, no. I'm not crowning myself, by using. Yeah. All right, so that works. All right, so the ship is stable. So it is still sinking, but not.
I was going to say, for my part, it's sinking. I can do something about this.
The thing is, you can't do much until you get the dragon off the ship.
Can I
It's
start
too heavy.
fixing things while they're still moving up?
The dragon's it's not the ship problem with the engines, with the rigging and the sails.
So we need to get this
You need to
thing
get
out
the
before I
thing
can
out.
fix it.
It's tangled in it, and then you need to physically push it off. So, for example, Tiberius, with his Titan strength, could try and push the dragon off.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's like, come on, you.
All right, so if you fail, though, Tom, it will definitely... It's calmish for a sky dragon, but it doesn't like being touched. So it will lash out at you, and you will take a serious wound. So, and I'll say this is...
Join us, aren't
Do you want me to taste it first? I can taste it. Totally
that
fine.
would make it...
Stop tasing me.
Don't taste me, bro.
All right,
Kyle hasn't recovered.
I'll try to do that.
All right, so keep what ability are you using?
Titan strength.
Titan strength. So that uses your potential.
Yeah.
All right, so
2 cards.
2 cards, and remember, if you use a face card, if it's the right kind of card, you can crown and draw additional cards. And also, what's Titan strength at?
3.
3. So you can use up to 3 cards from
Yeah.
your potential. Remember, your potential does not refresh very quickly, so you do not draw back up immediately. You have to rest in game. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, flip them. All right, so I have a 14, and this is a king combat strategy. Forceful authority. Dragon doesn't like being touched. That's definitely a
I
crowning.
have a jack, a 3, and an 8.
Jack, a 3 and an
Trickery,
8.
deception, subterfuge.
I have 21.
21. I only have 19, even with the crowning, because I drew a 5. So good job. You managed to push it. You rip it up. You just
Shoot.
yeah. It tumbles into the dark before it disappears in the cloud, and you do not know.
We killed a noble creature.
So
didn't we?
is fixing this a card draw, or is it just, hey, you take your time?
If you use magic, you could just use cards from your potential. By using magic, you have to fix the rigging and the mast and
See,
things.
rigging and mast isn't Fulminous Heart, I don't think, but Natural Engineer would apply, but that's a skill.
Yeah.
So,
Because inanimate objects.
Yeah, I'm sitting here at the steering mast. Fix the boat, please.
I am R2D2, damn it. So do I make a skill check, or
If you want to do that,
would it help, or is it just kind of pointless?
it would be a single card play. I mean, the rigging. Well, the thing is, fixing the rigging and stuff like that is still dangerous. If you fail, you'll fall. Probably.
Okay, so if I were to make sure, when I crown, if I play a card of the right suit, I can pull a card from the same right suit
From your deck.
From your deck.
And it's suitless when you're crowned.
Okay, so it's just,
If you play a heart for your crown, then That's good because it matches your ability.
So like,
But the card you pull randomly from your deck could be an 8 of clubs. It's still +8.
so no matter what, the crown has to be from the right suit.
Yes, to use their ability.
So no matter what, so we're doing a single card challenge to see if I succeed, right?
Yes.
And I'm using natural.
So
engineering.
the stakes are: if you succeed, you fix the sail, everything's back to normal. If you fail, I'll say you fall. At a 1-card challenge, I'll say you take a serious one
And
because
since
you hit
I'm
yourself on the head.
doing natural engineer, even though I've got 3 points in that, I still only use 1 card.
Well, no. If you use natural engineer, you get 3 cards. They just have to be the right suit.
And my problem is I've only got
Well,
one card,
but if you have a crown, if you have a face card of the right type, I would say kings or queen.
Oh yeah, so you don't need you. So you
Or
can
an
crown.
ace.
You can crown out of suit.
Yes.
On the other hand, if I were to apply a different skill or a different ability,
Yes.
So I declare fluid movement.
That would work.
I declare fluid movement, even though I've only got 1 card in that, but I can crown with that. But, okay, I know
God,
it's stupid declaring.
Why
it,
does
but
he look so wet?
I am
disgusting.
I am just moving so freaking quickly over this stuff to fix it.
Has it even rained?
Aren't you a biologist? You should be fine with this.
All right,
So you're using a single card. How many cards?
it is only, I've only got 1 point in fluid movement, but because it's the right suit,
Yeah, you can use that. All right.
So I flip it over.
I've
It's a king.
All right.
Do I need to draw the next one?
No.
I just declare
You already
I'm
went.
so awesome. So
I could have used a jack because it was tricky to have. But this is we'll work
this will
up to
work
that.
because I said so. Okay.
Yeah.
I am the fucking mechanic.
All right. So
You Scotty the hell out of that.
Damn right.
you managed to get through the Sky Dragon. As you limp into port. That's a good phrase.
Phillips,
Yeah.
see this compass? When it veers that way, it means something's coming towards us that has a magnesite deposit in its gullet. That means dragon!
I thought dragons were extinct. We hadn't seen one in decades.
Go. I'm going to fly this ship now.
Like, I'm taking the,
Tase Phillips immediately.
like, I'm taking the,
Tasers will continue till morale improves.
I'm taking this ship. You can have it back. I think you broke
Wait,
up.
if this is like supposed to be kind of automation, do I have to like scream stunning spark when I do taste somebody? Stunning spark!
I would say that's implied. I would.
Okay.
Or you can scream unlimited power, Emperor Light.
No, I was going to go with stunning spark because it sounds more.
You just look like Vegeta.
Why do you punish him like that?
All right. So you limp into port at Fort Alabaster.
I was supposed to draw back up, right?
Yes, you draw back up to your 6 hit cards. Your 5. I say everyone who used potential can draw 1 card back, as you did have some time between Sky Dragon.
Oh, I didn't know.
So you can draw 1 card up the butt. So anyways, Twilight Frontier is a dark and shadowed realm of mystery and danger. It is, dark, cool, cloudy air is always cool and damp, and rain is frequent, dense fog banks, lots of navigational hazard, biting chill.
So we're in the UK?
Yes, but even more so.
Okay.
Ross, it can't rain all the time.
It doesn't rain all the time, it said frequently. But anyway, let's see here. So the settlement, Fort Alabaster, is located in Shadow, the settlement that has grown up around the Brotherhood's, the frontier outpost, Fort Alabaster. The presence of the fortress provides a degree of safety in an otherwise dangerous realm. So there's a transient community of explorers, privateers, hangers-on, and other opportunists that have colonized the rest of the dim and wet Highland. Again, Highland is Sky Island. So it has a history as the final staging point for expeditions heading into the Twilight Frontier. So lots of privateers, raiders, and other scavengers use the Shadow as a de facto home port. It has a rough and tumble lawlessness and haphazard sprawl of surrounding towns, as opposed to the sharp, orderly, clean conditions of your guild and the academy and the places you're used to. So.
Oh, it's exotic, yes.
But not the chicken farm.
Yeah.
It is no more.
I'm a low life. I'm happy.
It has drawn a significant population of civilian scholars, researchers, merchants, and craftsmen, all looking to gain proximity to gain from proximity to the frontier. Because again, ruins, also all kinds of zoological wonders
Oh,
make
fuck that. I'm
extinct.
Dyson.
Ooh, look at them.
Yes.
I'm playing dice with my fellow lives.
The fort is literally made of alabaster because it's the only stone nearby that they could find that's usable. And because of the damp and foggy environment, they frequently erodes their moss-covered stonework. The quarry upcountry is vital and always busy. So, a couple things you have to do. One, your ship is kind of okay. But if you do not fix it and fix all that rigging and the mast and all that, I will get a 2-card cash to use against you in the Twilight Frontier.
So I'm not dicing.
Well, that's up to you. Everyone gets at least one.
I will direct.
Well, hold on. There's more challenges. The other thing is you have to go to the Fort Alabaster and get the needle. Let's see here, which is your tracking device. It is attuned to the Inquisitive's lodestone. So that will point you in the right direction as long as you're within 100 leagues. So you don't know how far out the Inquisitive went. It probably is more than 100 leagues out. So you'll have to sail out a ways and just wait for the needle to start twitching.
Okay. But who are we getting it from?
Let's see here. It does not have a name for the captain of there, but
Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk, the brother to Dirk.
I thought we had Dirk.
Captain Dirk, though, not Quartermaster Dirk.
No relation.
It's spelled to you, not nine.
Let's see here.
Dirk is the new Steve.
So those are your two main goals that you have to do that. You can also try and get more information about what's going on there. Of course, if you... because there's a lot of privateers, explorers, and other shady types that frequent Shadow. Of course, if you screw up, you could attract unwanted attention to yourselves, though your... explorer blades are really nice and shiny and really valuable.
I'm going to fix the fucking ship.
Okay, you can fix the fucking ship.
Because it's what I do. How many cards of a challenge is that?
I will... What are you using to do it?
I'm debating.
You can you can just spin cards from your potential hand to magic that shit.
I mean, I've got a couple skills that can apply. I could
It also, I will say...
If I said analytical mind, I'm like really going over the...
Actually, I would say no. If you don't have to make a play. I mean, unless you want to upgrade it. Unless you want to... Again, it's about the outcomes.
I'm just going to fix it.
What would happen... if you just fix it, you just spend your action fixing it. So.
I'm just fixing it.
So for now, you're fixing it, and you don't get to rest.
And I'm pissy about that.
Damn, fair enough.
I was going to go play cards or
Phillips is helping you. He volunteers. He feels bad again about the Sky Dragon thing.
Thanks, Phillips. You're an asshole, but I appreciate you.
I will use Whispers on the Wind to hear gossip.
Oh, that's a good one. You can just spend one for your potential.
Just anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not opposed?
Nope, you're just spinning. It's a minor effect.
And I can't draw back up until you say.
Not until you rest.
Okay.
So you hear some interesting gossip. A lot of ships have gone missing in a certain quadrant lately. People have heard in the distance the clank of metal. Something very large and metallic, making some sort of noise that echoes who knows how far away. So something artificial. They're not sure. Perhaps the Children of the Dark have a new warship that's gearing up for action. But no, they can't do that. They're not like that. They're not that smart, are they? Let's see here.
I lose a sanity
card. People talking about rewards for capturing a blinker live. Blinkers are strange creatures that no one actually knows. They've seen them, but they don't know much else. They look like animated chains that kind of float, or they have a strange sort of unworldly appearance. But no one's ever caught them. No one knows if they're hostile or if they're magical art creatures or constructs or...
Is the blinker bounty unrelated to the death quadrant?
Yes. It's just, you're just hearing interesting gossip.
All right.
Is there any type of gossip in particular you're looking for?
Anything about what the Endurance? They were the
Inquisitive?
Inquisitor?
That Inquisitive is the one you're looking for.
Yeah, I know. Anything about what their mission was?
Yes, you actually talk to a trader. You hear a trader's like, oh, yes, another batch of Explorer Knight bastards here. Oh, well, I bet I'll sell some more bulwarks to them so they can set up another archaeological site, I imagine, like the last crew. And that is Smytheson, the trader. So you can go talk to him.
I will go talk to Smytheson.
All right, so that's what you're off to do. So you're heading to Shadow.
Okay. And I'm... Oh, go ahead and talk. Or...
So
I'm gonna go pick up the thing.
So
Okay.
Zachary,
Well, I was gonna go negotiate for
or
that
you can both go to.
because I'm assuming we'd have. I'm assuming there's a price on it. So
No, it's held by the explorers. You
Okay.
have
We're just gonna go pick it up.
It's just politics, like in terms of like, will the guy play by the rules, or is he going to ask you for something else?
So I'm actually interested to do that since one of my skills is Sky Courtesan.
All right, well there you go.
Wow. Is that Sky Courtesan
Courtier.
or Sky
Courtier.
Courtesan?
Courtier, not courtesan. You do not sell your body for.
I'm saying
nobles.
Sky Courtesan.
Corsican?
I was doing that for a reason as a joke, but
All right, no, hey, it's cool.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Like if you can do, like, I'll just go walk behind you.
Zachariah gets around.
Menacingly.
All right.
Wouldn't be the first.
Let's see here. You go to the Captain Dirk of Fort Alabaster. They let you in after a lengthy wait. You can hear masons working on the repairing. It is drizzling. It is rather unpleasant. You're glad you got that rain gear, so you aren't damp. Or as damp. But they let you in finally. Captain Dirk is there by the fire, holding court as it were, giving orders, sitting at a table as people come and go and give him orders, and he barks out orders, that sort of thing. And he's like, yes, you're from the Endurance, yes, the new, you're fresh from the academy, I can tell.
That's yes, Captain. That is. So I'm that's like Helmsman Hildebrand.
Yes, of
So
course.
this is it's like Tom.
This is Vexius.
So this is it's like this is one of our it's like astute fighters, Vexius.
Oh, yes, a very stalwart looking man. From the arid realms, are you? Used to be a miner? Oh, yes, I can see, yes.
So
He's huge!
You should get a car taken away.
Let me show you.
But we've come for the lodestone.
The needle, yes. The Inquisitive, yes. Yes, I shall instruct my clerk to find it. Of course, we keep the needles of all the ships that pass through here in case that they need to be found again. It is a navigational duty we are happy to do. As you're aware of, these needles are also used as triangulation, so ships may even navigate this endless void that is our realm. So he begins talking to you in small banter and that sort of thing, and then you hear smirk. You just kind of look at this little punch from the back. You kind of glance over and you see some of the jaded knights that have been assigned to this garrison that look at you with disdain. And one of them walks over, just a permanent snide expression on his face. It's like, oh, Captain, perhaps these cadets, they look so fresh and new. They could teach us some of the latest. What kind of things have you been learning at the academy?
God, I was just here.
Stabbing!
I crush you.
So
I learned how to kill things.
Oh, you killed them. What kind
So
of... Let me guess. Captain Stern's meat crickets, and you think yourself a big hero now. Oh, yes. We've all killed meat crickets here. That's what we have for stew.
So I can say if I was there.
so if you
you could show up just for...
it's like best.
just finish the repair.
Walk up and say, "Oh, you're stabbing a lot of things with a meat saber, aren't you? Each other, maybe."
How rude.
Hey,
Grab my crotch.
Are
and
you
say,
in-
Here's my escutcheon.
look. What was your name? Sorry, what's your name?
Darren.
Darren.
Noble Darren.
Yes.
Darren.
I'm going to need another thing of alcohol.
Yeah, Darren.
Too bad.
Darren, I would ask you to hold your tongue in a civil manner. We all realize that it gets lonely here on the edge.
Oh.
Nice.
I demand satisfaction.
Yeah, you do that all the time, don't you?
All right, you challenging Darren to a duel.
Oh God.
Yes.
Wait, is this? Do I
No
actually,
potential. So
do I actually have to play fair?
That's the thing. He's
As long as
challenging.
you're not caught, I imagine.
He's challenging to a duel with blades only. No
Good
blades.
job.
Blades? What kind of savage are you?
I just want to say, guys, good job picking up an object that was already waiting to.
I was ready to go.
for free.
I'm sorry. Okay, that's my
It's
fault.
like you went to go to the layaway for something you
I
already paid
pulled a
for,
Faust. Okay.
and then It just jump cuts 5 minutes later, and Walmart's on fire.
I'm pulling a Faust here. Okay, I'm doing a Faust because based on the red markets thing, I'll plug that there. I'm pulling a Faust
Do you
here.
need a Kleenex there?
Aaron's just glad I didn't say Aaron. But I'm doing a Faust here. I know. So
all right, so
I will duel the guy.
he is dueling a guy. Do you have any fighting ability?
I have an ability with a gun, and I've kind of ability with my potential.
With a gun is considerably more dangerous. One of them can use a potential to essentially blunt the blade.
I can use my potential to make the blade even more dangerous, though.
Well, that's the thing. He is essentially a colleague. Do you want to murder your colleague?
It's not a murdering potential. That's the funny part.
Well,
It's called Stunning Spark for a reason.
okay.
I'm a taser bitch.
So you're just gonna completely ignore the no potentials rule.
Well, that's the thing. You can cheat if you're not caught. I will say this is very difficult, so this will be a 3-card challenge.
Okay, so he gets 3 cards, I get 2.
Yes, I get, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right, so let's set the stakes, though. If you succeed, you will, what do you want to happen?
I want them to get off our nuts. Sorry. Okay, so what additional gain can we get from this if we totally one up these guys?
Well, that's up to you. I'm not going to force you.
We're getting the needle.
Yeah. Hey, you will go wrong.
They will absolutely think we are the greatest fucking people ever.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, they will totally. If we like say, hey,
Killing friends often does.
I know.
Well, he said stunning spark, so I imagine he's basically...
I'm not going to kill the guy.
He just touches the blade near him and he falls over.
It's going to be, we get, even if the blade he's holding will not be well grounded.
Right.
We meet blades and he just flies backwards.
Well,
That's not suspicious at all.
maybe a little more subtle than
Okay,
that.
so it looks like
It screws his aim up so you win.
somehow I get a tag on him because I did a riposte that was aided by a shock that stunned him, but it doesn't look so obvious. And then I have the blade on him, and it's like, do you yield?
Okay.
So,
let's see here. All right.
so I play my potential, right?
Yes. You play your potential. Now, he gets 3 cards.
Oh, he gets 3.
Yes, I said it's a 3-card challenge to
Okay.
cheat in a fight with the
All right, no,
present.
we'll go with that.
Zachary, do you want to aid your assistant? Or do you want to aid your...
you can if you like, but I don't think you'll have to.
You can tell Darren's going to pull his old sparky blade.
I realize that I probably should have. I got a little bit annoyed by that, and I shouldn't have.
And
So
Aaron jumped in on your behalf.
I'm going to use. Can I use my potential in this case, or
What is
Sure.
so? I would actually like to use calming reins to give them more clear heads. So
Well, you could use... the duel's already been declared, so you can't negate that.
okay.
What you can do is reduce the difficulty of the duel by essentially muddling everyone's head so they're not so like, oh, he totally cheated. But if you fail, he will get a cash. He will get a random card.
Okay.
Because they're even more alert.
Okay. So, and is this a 1 or 2 card challenge?
Who's he talking to again?
Huh?
Who's he talking to again?
Who talking to what?
Aaron.
Oh,
Aaron is just going to use his ability to muddle everyone's senses.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
basically
He's using, what's it, clears...
cleansing
I'm using
reins.
my ability
Cleansing
to
reins.
do that right now.
Yeah. You're using cleansing rain, so this is a challenge because you could get caught.
Okay.
I would say this is a 1-card challenge.
I'm
though.
just like, I'll just take that needle now. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Now this is their duel.
Oh.
So if
both their jacks, they're both crowning.
So if he's doing
So,
a
all
crowning,
right, so do I just pull a random card? Or?
Yes,
Doctor.
top card from your deck.
4. Fuck.
All right.
Sorry, Sean.
So it backfires. So the magic's like, it's like
Wait,
having a
he's
cup of
cheating.
coffee. Yeah,
I'm not.
No, it
You can
makes
see
it worse.
every pore on his beautiful skin.
Fine.
So they get a random card.
All right. So we're going.
Sorry about that.
I know it's cool. Okay, so we're going.
Yeah,
Okay, so
we're going.
Doing my stunning spark.
yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
And I am crowning because it is a combat strategy kind of thing.
And I have a combat strategy too.
Damn you! I've got a total of 27.
Let's see here. I think you win. I only have 20. Let's see here. 7, 17, 20.
I'm a master at Sparky!
All right.
He didn't see the spark. He just went...
Yep.
Fuck y'all.
Very good.
All right, so cool. It's cool. We're
it's fine.
We're covered. So we're so awesome. Even our mechanic is badass.
So here's the benefit you get. You obviously get the needle. And they will help you in one specific way. They can either undo the damage you did to your cannon, art cannon. As they're like, oh yeah, those are cantankerous. Well, I know how to fix those though.
So we go out, have a drink. He gives me a tip, and I can fix it.
Yeah,
so,
if that's what you want.
What's the other option?
The other option is they owe you, and so you can call on a favor.
I will. Is it okay if I consult the group?
Sure. I think this is the canon since.
Do you guys?
So our metagame only looking at one shot, so yeah.
Okay, so no, yeah. Hey, by the way, this cannon's a real motherfucker. I mean,
all right.
What do you got? I mean,
they fix your cannon.
Yeah, so we go out. I go out, have drinks with the guys.
Yeah,
and was like, oh, how'd you do that? Trade secret.
Yeah. All right.
And I just pick up the thing.
You have thing.
Yeah, you have thing.
So cannon is fixed. Okay.
It is not within 100 leagues. You'll have to go out into the depths to find that. So you're headed in Shadow, the town.
The Smithson.
Yeah, Smithson the trader.
Or Smithson. Yes.
Smithson, sorry. So you find Smithson's shop. Smithson's curiosities.
Smith and Smithing?
You enter in. There's hello, stranger. What do you find? What do you find?
Come from a bubble puppet.
The Resident Evil 4 merchant is one of the greatest video game characters of all time. I will not have
the Mega 64 guys did him justice. They nearly got arrested for it, but did him justice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Smithson. Yes. You're exploring night.
Yes, Dyson from the League.
Yes.
I'm here to inquire about the Inquisitor, specifically the archaeological supplies.
Oh, yes. Well, they wanted most in the way of defensive emplacements and whatnot. I think they had found a place and they were going to it to, you know how it is in the Highlands. You can't get the ship too close. And so they, when they find a dig site, because it's so dangerous out there, they build a little fortified camp so they can dig without monsters coming up and, eating them in them. Well, it's always night. But, eating them in the part of night in which they sleep. Which is not much of it. I imagine they stay out most of the time because, monsters. Not good for sleeping. But
Smithson, are you hourly?
Yeah.
Get to the point, man.
Well, I can give you the full inventory. He begins to go through. He hands you items. It looks like they had gotten a lead on an archaeological site, and judging from the equipment they had, they were buying. It looks like they expected to find technology or ruined technology from the masters. But they basically, when you find an archaeological site, you fortify it. You make it into a little camp so that monsters and raiders can't just fucking run you over. And so that's what they were buying. There's also a type of antifungal medication, like that they were, antifungal chemical that you use to put on ships because cold, damp, lots of funguses grow. But it's a specific type, and that would you think that would be associated with one particular region of the Twilight Frontier. But that would be. Let's see here. You could either spend potential to just magically know it, or you could make a play to try and research that and figure that out. And if you get it wrong, then obviously...
I majored in that for a semester?
Yeah. So you majored that in first semester. So let's do... so you can get it if you figure it out. Or did you just place those cards?
No. I thought it was just spending it.
Okay.
I didn't know it was a placement. I didn't know it was an obstacle. I didn't know there were stakes involved, basically.
Well, spending for... if you major that in a semester, I would say this is kind of, you would have stakes, because you could screw this up and go the wrong way.
Okay.
So if you get this wrong, you will go the wrong way and have an additional counter to deal with before you figure it out. But you can spend potential, because your potential doesn't reset. Like, there's no point in spending normal cards, because you always draw.
Well, I will use my skill. I majored in this for a semester.
All right, so it'll be a 1-card challenge. It's pretty easy. And I will say, if you screw up, you go the wrong way. If you get it, you figure it out. I guess that's pretty clear.
Drop a card.
I won't. Oh, you're gonna.
Drop a card.
I've dropped a card.
Drop it.
It's dropped. Are you ready?
Drop it like it's hard.
Are you using any of your caches? All right. Well, all right. Use that ace. You succeed.
God, you said that in the exact same turn as spend that will.
That's not going to come back to bite us.
So whatever. I just know the right direction.
You know the right direction. You know what type of what region in which that type of fungus grows. so you know exactly what direction to head. Because again, your tracking device, the needle only works with 100 leagues of it. You're more than 100 leagues away, and it's in the sky, so you can go literally any direction. Which kind of
Can we?
Yep.
Can we really do that,
you
Ross?
really can.
That's
I
amazing.
drop back up immediately, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
I was going to ask, like, so drawing back up for...
Of course, Smiton. Well, of course, we will take the same defensive capabilities that the Inquisitor had. Load them on the Endurance, post-haste.
Wait, you're on the Endurance, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, his ship's too small for all this stuff. Besides, the other guy had an expense account. Did you have one?
We are both Explorer Knights?
Well,
it's the same expense account.
No, that's per ship.
No. Smith.
Remember, your mission is just to find these guys, not to do an archaeological dig.
I know, I want antifungal whatever if I'm going
you can
into
have the medic. Yeah, you can
Nightmare Frontier.
All right, the fungal. Yeah, the fungal stuff you can get. The other, all of your other equipment.
Yeah, because I have a feeling that we're about to be wandering into.
I also want what other else will fit in the ship.
That will be another play.
I will do that.
The minute, just offhand, the minute I heard antifungal, it's like, holy shit, are we about to deal with fungus men in the Sargasso sky?
Maybe.
I was going to ask, but okay, so make sure. Okay, so you immediately redraw your main deck.
Yes.
For your potential, that's when you rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I use potential. My main deck is a total of 5?
6.
6. Okay, 6.
Unless you've taken wounds.
I have not, and my potential is.
Here's how I'm doing it.
5?
Put your character sheet in the middle.
Yeah.
Put your main deck discard here, your deck here, left hand has 6. Discard just one suit, right hand has 5. Magic's in your right hand.
Making sure.
And that might actually be nice something to include with the finished one as a board, kind of like...
Yeah, that's my first
cards.
playtest
Okay.
comment.
Playmat, yeah.
Not even a playmat, just you can just show visually
Yeah.
how do you organize your shit.
Well, based on
Since
the
you're
placement,
managing 2 hands, 2 discard piles, and,
based on
and
our,
2 draw decks.
based on our placement
Yeah.
on the table, it's going to be more difficult for me to do right now.
Well, you can
Oh, yeah,
move
but
stuff
it works
around.
out.
I'll figure something out.
Feel free to take the other.
I will use... he looks like he knows what he's talking about.
Okay. All right. So obviously, if you succeed, you get all these additional supplies. If you fail, if you're doing that, that's actually you get the supplies. You're loading the supplies up, and then they find out you're not authorized to that. So they start running you out. You will have another scene in which to deal with a bunch.
Get on out of here! Get!
You'll have to outrun your creditors. Smithson will send some goons to deal with you.
Sounds good.
All right. I will say this is a 2-card challenge.
Well,
Do you say that, Ross?
I do say that.
oh man.
He's gonna pull it, you know he is.
Are you ready? You're not using any of the caches.
I'm I'm not using cash. No.
All right. Very good.
It's a diamond ability, and I'm going to crown it. Second
Okay.
crown offhand.
All
Can
right.
I double crown?
No, you can only crown one.
You can only crown one. All right. What do jokers do? You said they do stuff.
The Jokers automatically
Auto.
succeed.
Bam!
I had a 10, an ace, and an 8.
And you done got fucked, boy! Yeah!
All right.
Dyson!
We're just getting started. So you get
You might be bug
the cutter is now crowded with survival equipment and archaeological equipment.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
What the fuck is this
Are
shit?
you a fel? Are you a no?
Oh, wow.
I'll say it's a
Did you-
cash
did you clean out
contextual
the-
for archaeology.
Did you clean out the store, coffers of a store?
You better figure out how to balance this shit in my deck.
Yeah.
I can fly it, it's fine.
Yeah,
fine,
We're
okay.
rated up to 2 tons
Fine.
extra.
You're flying this shit.
2 dark tons.
You're flying this shit.
2 obsidian tons.
Or
I can manage
flunts.
I can manage a runner.
no.
Flying tons or flunts.
Goddamn.
Nice.
No.
Yes.
All right.
Also, calling them Highlands is okay, Jeff, but Flylands is way better.
Violence.
So that's my first criticism.
right.
I just want to put that out there.
we go.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, and how many beers are you now into this game?
Flylands? Flylands.
Are
It's
we,
only 3.
are we gonna have to march back down to
All right. So you head out back into the Twilight Frontier proper. Again, essentially it is gloomy, from light gloom to pitch black, depending on whether there is a Highland leagues above you.
A Flyland?
Yeah, a Flyland. Thank you.
I'm wrong with that.
Lots of clouds, lots of debris, lots of navigational hazards. Slow going. Fortunately, you know which way to go. So you start heading into that quadrant.
So I think I know, or my sky ship knows the way to go.
Well, you think you pilot the ship in the right way.
It's sky control to make.
However, you cannot turn on it is best practice to not turn on any lights on the exterior, because while it gives you light to see what you're doing, that doesn't go very far, and that will attract attention from anything in the dark, like another sky dragon.
I am so glad I tasted a bitch.
So we're just going very slowly.
Yeah, because you don't want to hit a fly. Goddamn, I'm saying a Highland.
Highlands! Hey, wait.
A Highland
from the Highlands?
That was hiding in a cloud bank. Or a monster or raider, so you have to go pretty slow, and because you can't, turn on searchlights. Also, it's extremely cold, even with your gear, because again, you're in a small little ship.
Son of a bitch, we should have rigged red filters for the lights. Gotten sheets of ruby or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you didn't tell me that after I taste a bitch, okay?
As you are going on, you're in the engine room, the only place that can be considered warm. Ish. Yeah. But when you hear a high-pitched whine, and there's a flickering glow and the smell of ozone from the spark bottle. Oh, yeah, that's the things that use to hold power in our literally glass containers that hold
fuck me. All right.
So you recognize what it is. It's an arcweevil infestation. These are magical creatures that fuck up spark bottles. And they basically eat electricity, and they're really bad, and they could destroy your ship. So... They occur within wires and circuits, and again, there's like a 2-page description of them. I'm not going to do that, but they're really bad. You have to basically isolate the infestation before it gets too out of hand. So let's negotiate stakes. How aggressive do you want to be?
I am going to cite my burning spirit to keep this entire thing running. It's sheer guff.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you can get you're focused on damage control, right?
I'm
all right, this is infestation, so quarantine's the name of the game. So you have to shut things down, turn the power low, and isolate the spark bottles that have arcweevils, and then remove them from the grid.
This is my sheer gumption, my sheer balls out. I will fix the problem.
All right, so the ship will have to stop, essentially. You'll have to go at minimal power.
Yeah. But this will work if I do it right, I hope.
You will stop it. Yeah, you'll stop the infestation. If you fail, though, a spark bottle will explode, hurting you, and the arcweevils will spread.
But, again,
I will say you're trying to fix it all at once, so... this is a 3-card challenge.
So 3-card challenge, all right. Well, we'll see what I can pull off here. So since I cited Burning Spirit, that's a 2-card thing. So you pull 3, I pull 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will do the best I can.
All right.
We are so fucked.
Well, you have caches that no one has used.
Okay, so what's one of the caches we can use? Oh, wait. Can I cite my survival instinct?
You could. Oh, God, we need this.
Holy shit, we might fucking die out here.
So that will give you an extra card to draw on.
So do I just draw straight from the deck?
Yes. Well, after we reveal.
Okay, so we'll reveal
first? All right.
Do I need
to? Yes.
Okay. So I've got 19.
So 24.
So I draw from the deck. That's a jack.
Is that enough?
I just cite the jack, or do I?
Jack is a 10.
So I've got a 29.
Okay, you succeed.
So I used up my survival instinct.
Yes. That cache is gone.
But damn it,
and now you're slow. But it will take you. Your ship is now slow, extremely slow, as you fix that.
Until it gets fixed, it's a little bit slower. Sorry, but
no, much slower. You will have to stop and continue. You don't have to roll for that.
Okay.
I say roll, but you don't have to make a.
Can I make it faster?
Well, you're a naturalist. How are you going to make it faster?
I am also a windbroker.
Well, that will be controlling the winds of the Twilight Frontier, which are more dangerous. So that will be a play. You can't just spend. But you could make a play to compensate by having winds in your sails.
So, and I could also use that in contents with my leaf on the wind to sail right into that.
I'm going to hold it.
Okay, you can just wait as he makes repairs.
Okay.
If we go too fast, I won't see Cespedes.
Yep, this is true. So
Did you capture any Arc Weevils?
For setting?
Damn you! I'm moving forward. I'm fixing shit. You don't believe in yourself. Believe in the meat. Never mind. Okay.
All right, so
Capture some.
he's down there.
Do you have a drill?
The rest of you.
I am the
Where
drill
are the
that
rest of
pierces
you? Are you
the
above
engine.
decks? Or are
I'm
you
on
below?
deck.
Oh, I'm looking for specimens.
I'm piloting.
All right.
If you want to grab a specimen while I'm working,
You're above a Highland, actually. It's a relatively small one. But
a flylet.
a Highland. I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm going to respect your.
The rest of us.
I'm sorry. I love word fusion.
The rest of us will be used to I am loving what Caleb came up with here.
So the rest of you are waiting for this repair. So you could wait and rest and get a potential back, or you could go. You could take there's a pulley and rig system, so you can just go down and check out the little.
Specimens.
Yeah. So all right.
I'll rest.
All right, you're resting. They don't need a big sword guy in a dangerous island with monsters or anything.
If some shit happens, I'll be there. But damn,
No, you won't. You'll be in the ship sleeping.
it's fine.
We don't have stabby man. We die.
Don't hurt.
Actually, do we have small ship like?
Whatever you do, Tom, don't engage.
Do we have a small robo versions?
No, essentially you have to, from what I understand, you don't have flying rowboats, but you do.
Bullshit. Okay, I'm done with you.
You essentially just have to repel or climb down.
I was thinking like ropes.
Yeah,
Since you're
I take
flying-
my sweet specimen.
apparently you can't get the sky ships too close to the land mass.
So is it like you throw like a grappling hook or some shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just rappel down or through the sides. They probably do have some sort of. So you rappel down. Are you taking any of the crew with you? Or are you going?
Would they like to come? I will ask if anyone would like to come.
Who's wearing a red shirt?
I'll put the secondary pilot on and go down with him.
All right, yeah, you two go down. They're like, we'll go if you were ordered to. We're not. This is.
Well, I mean,
Who doesn't like breathing?
who is he down there?
Who has not seen a high?
I'm trying to feed my family of 8.
Who doesn't like breathing?
Who hasn't
Come
seen
on,
a
come on.
fly island in the Twilight? Come on.
What's a flyland? We call them Highlands. You damn kids with your slang.
Are there lambskin condoms in the Flylands? Because we need to talk to a guy who has any kids.
All right.
He needs to engage in some family planning.
Too many fly girls.
All right. I've got a girl in every Highland.
They're fly girls.
Jeff, do you have condom rules? What, you don't? Worst game ever. Just kidding.
All right, we're sorry.
No, we're really not.
All right, so you go down. As you
I regret my decisions.
How'd that go? Thank you.
all right,
There we go.
Tom, you're resting.
Because I used a lot of potential.
Yeah. Do you have anything about observation or alert?
Expert tactician.
No, that will not work.
Then
We're
no.
so dead, Caleb.
Killers?
Did you take your spyglass with you?
Of course.
Okay. They were all right.
And I
brainwashed a man into giving to me. Why wouldn't I take it?
and I can still cast the Mirror of Truth. If I
Well,
need.
you two are on the. It is a lush, rather small forest. I think again, kind of a little like a Minecraft biome, just floating out there. But it's a couple of leagues across, And so there's a couple areas you can. There's actually seems to be a trodden path, like the equivalent of a deer path, something. So maybe some sort of animal's been walking on it. Maybe smugglers or raiders have been using this as a hideout. Or there's a pond nearby, a watering hole for local wildlife, and you also smell something in the distance, a fragrance, perhaps some exotic flowers. So.
Is that what the rock is?
You're not.
I'm injecting all the antifungal.
No, you're not in that area yet. Okay. Yeah. So, which of the three areas interest you the most?
Animals would go to water. So
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So you. All right. So you
Taking
sneak it up in
drugs.
there.
So I'm actually interested to see in that. To see what's in that the raider loot crate.
Well, you don't know that
Oh.
there's a path that might have been used by humans.
So I'll take a look and see.
So you're splitting up.
Captain,
What a lovely idea.
where'd you go?
Okay.
All right. right.
No, I'll stick with it.
All right, so your two are going to the watering hole.
Yeah.
So the two of you head there. In the
this is quite lovely. For being in the Twilight.
Yeah, it is, actually. There's strange, iridescent insects.
Wait, is there night in the Verdant lands?
Yeah.
Or is the sun just like always fucking out?
I think
So it's
there is.
Alaska 24/7.
Yeah, I think there is some variation.
right.
I haven't read all the details yet, so correct me if I'm wrong. But there are essentially fireflies, like insects, flying about.
I capture some.
Of course. They're good samples. You recognize the species. They're relatively common. So, but then there is a strange animal drinking the water opposite you. It looks. We would characterize it as like a deer, but you haven't seen a creature like that. Its fur is sort of bluish with red.
What's with you and scary deer lately?
No kidding.
Not a real deer.
It's like the third game in a row with a scary deer.
God.
What's the other? What do we got?
All right, well, I was thinking of. Well, I don't want to use a wolf, so I was thinking Mononoke.
No, okay, all right.
Okay,
sorry.
yeah.
So there's a deer over there.
Yeah, it's watering. It doesn't seem to either notice you or pay attention to you.
Let me bring out my
I
camera.
want to bring the deer over.
Okay. All right, you have naturalist. You don't have to make a roll for that, or make a play for that, as it actually looks up and speaks to you. It says, "Hello, kin, ancestors of the masters."
Do I hear this too?
Yes. Yeah, this is new.
Did that deer just speak?
I wave.
All right.
Sup?
Barely.
The light
Barely.
is up. It is above us.
Ah,
Yes. What is it? Why are you
deer
here?
does not know colloquialisms.
All right. So you're interviewing a magical deer.
Yes. Why? You wouldn't?
I'm not saying that.
I'm not even a naturalist. I'd interview the shit out of a talking deer.
All right. So,
I want to know everything.
no, that's fine. While you're talking to deer, Tiberius. All right, sleep with three. Okay. Tiberius, you are on deck. Or no, you're below deck. You're resting.
Everything's good. I love my sword.
Meanwhile, in the background, when Phillips comes up to you, sir.
Like, oh, you gotta stop sneaking up on me like that.
I wasn't. I called at you from across the. It's
No,
okay.
you didn't. You walked right up
You
next.
didn't. You were deep in meditation.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Is there a problem?
Yeah.
What do you need?
Are there other ships supposed to be coming for us? With
That's a negative.
Okay.
Up we go.
All right, up we go.
No, it's like I'm just like. So I'm gonna be calm for now.
Okay.
I walk like this because I'm terrible.
We saw so Philip takes you up on deck, and he points out. I saw a spark over there, like a bit of arc. It looked like somebody's engine was having problems, or the spark burners were having problems. Perhaps
Have you brought it to the attention of the pilot?
The pilot went down. To the
Oh Jesus!
for a bit of an excursion. It's good. We could get some fresh water instead of this rainwater.
Right. Is there anyone still on this ship?
Well, all the crew is, and the engineer.
And the pilots? Are there any?
Well, the secondary pilot. I'm the secondary pilot.
Are you any good?
I'm okay.
Well, you
I did fly into that Arcweevil swarm that disabled their engines, but maybe
good job. Like good job.
that wasn't.
Like all right, look. I want you, like.
I think the other ship flew into the same swarm that we did. They might be having the same problem we are. Should we call out to them?
Considering where we are, let's assume everything is hostile until proven otherwise.
Should we fire the cannon then? We have
No.
cannons.
Like no. Like first we'll identify.
totally got a skill for
it.
Yeah.
I was like, have you told the engineer about all this?
No, he was yelling at bottles and Arcweevils. And,
Oh,
stepping on them.
Well, actually, I'll go
and
and
tasing them.
I'll go inform him.
Okay.
Wouldn't that just make them more powerful?
He did that, and then it started fighting back.
Well, it's kind of like overloading.
Stops them all.
It's kind of like overloading a
It's like,
capacitor.
if you strike me down, Bottles, I shall become more powerful than you can imagine.
You will not defy my engineering mastery! Damn you!
Calm down.
You're not there.
Sorry, Jeff.
Community college.
I'll climb down. Hey, Darren.
What?
We might be potentially in a fight soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you might want to get things ready for that.
Push the last thing into place. He's like calmly like,
So Darren's emotions don't make sense then.
no.
He's a very chaotic person.
Okay.
So yeah, like usually, I think.
Well, no, you're not done yet.
So I need to finish this up. Otherwise,
Well, you could speed it up. It takes cut some corners.
So
That would be a
I'll
play.
say, okay, well, finish up what you need to do, because obviously your work here is going to make sure the ship doesn't sink.
you tell me when it's needed. Until it's needed.
Oh, I would imagine when you start hearing the sounds of carnage above, you'll know it's needed.
Okay.
All
The
right.
engines are almost online.
Okay, but if there's no carnage, I'll poke my head back down here and let.
So
You think
check
it's going to be carnage, you tell me so I can get us running. Until
Okay.
then, it's fucking weevils!
All right,
All right.
look, if carnage starts, I'll be sure to yell really loud.
I might
All
not-
right. So Ted,
Trust me, you'll hear it.
what is your call? You can either hope that they don't notice you and that they're not neutral or they're not hostile. Two, you could try to divert their attention or conceal the ship somehow to make sure that they can't find you. Perhaps you could. You are near a highland. You could use the grappling hooks to try and physically maneuver the ship into a cloud bank so that it's still hovering over the highlands, but over some place of concealment. Or three, you could try and lure them and then jump on their ship and murder everyone.
Wow.
I more think it's better to try to maneuver this ship into an undetectable position.
So you start figuring out where that is, and you'll get to make a play to use your great, I imagine, Titan strength to physically move the ship. Just like, get over here behind the clock.
Get over here!
Yeah, essentially. So meanwhile, you're talking to a magical deer.
Anytime, folks. Anytime, folks.
He's
I love it.
yeah.
Like, how are those weevils going?
Sorry. This is not the realm for the kin, for your kind. It is above where the light is more natural. This is too
true.
close to your enemy. Of course, they will soon come to you, so perhaps it is better to scout out the enemy before they defeat you.
I actually have an odd question for you,
Yeah.
although despite the fact that we've not talked to somebody like you before. So is this, I assume you just reside here, correct?
Yes, I do not have a vessel.
Do a quick sketch out, just I'll say a sketch of the Inquisitor. It's like
Inquisitive.
The Inquisitive. So, did you by chance see this vessel pass by?
I see it right now. It's right above us.
Oh, well, no, that's damn, I forgot the name of our ship.
Endurance.
No, that's the Endurance.
Oh.
Did you see one pass by sometime earlier?
Perhaps.
It
I
may
don't
have
pay
been.
attention to things like that.
It may have been a while. Oh, okay.
I am a deer. I do not follow your
He's here.
structures.
He's
Yeah,
dead.
that's completely justified and understandable too. But since
The wind flows through me, which is why I think I'm getting a gift of language.
the wind.
The wind.
I'm into wind too, man.
Yes. Yes, all living creatures have potential. So, yeah, you're talking this, you realize perhaps this is essentially a natural mutation. Simply, some animals gain the ability to use potential, and perhaps this one just mutated into an intelligent one.
So, what's your name? Deer?
A name. I understand what that is now that you have spoken it, but I did not think of the concept until just now. Perhaps, what would a good name be for me?
Is it a male deal or deer?
It is male.
I'm going to call you Pointy.
Pointy.
Do you like Pointy?
Pointy, that describes sharp, edged thing, like my antlers.
Yes.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking.
I see. And you are layered in hair? No, not layered in hair. You shave your own hair. Hair shaved.
Yes.
Yes.
I like it.
And you,
Zachariah.
no, you, wrap the back fur hair into Long shaping back? No, that does not flow naturally.
It's far superior to
you're referring to the ponytail? Oh, what did I just do?
Yes. Ponytail. I see. Oh, like a pony's tail.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
A horse's ass.
But it's on your head,
Dear.
not on your...
You said you don't have a vessel.
No.
Would you like one?
Oh, wow. Would this help me get food and mates?
In the verdant lands? Yeah. There's lots of other deer up there.
Okay. Well, yeah, since you're a naturalist and you have a wind, you could just, convince the deer to come with you.
Why would I do anything else?
No, of course not.
He's my new best friend.
Wow.
All right.
I love you, Pointy.
Do you have any other talking pointies?
No. It did not occur to me to talk until just now, till I met you, and you spoke to me.
Wow.
I have been intelligent, I think, for some time. Well, I do not understand. I now understand the concept of time. It's interesting. It seems talking to you incurs, as I somehow gain intelligence through similar to a process of osmosis,
In the sequel
which I
episode,
now understand. Perhaps
Simply furious.
It's like
in the sequel
cognitive
episode, existential
osmosis.
despair.
that is a good term for it.
Well, Pointy, I think we should go.
Okay.
I'm thrilled with this turn of events, and I just want you to know.
Okay. This is the deer.
Well, okay. How are we going to get him out without, lack of thumbs?
Well, tie him to a rope.
Yes, this will definitely be a challenge.
How do you feel about
For
flying?
a second.
I don't know. I haven't done it before.
What a great attitude, Pointy.
All right, so first off, Mr. Titan Strength, Mr. Tiberius, you need to make a play using, I will say, since you're using Titan Strength and its potential, it would just be a two card. One card. It's pretty easy for you.
Yeah. Spend or...
It is a play. You have to use your potential.
Well, first off, I asked what Pointy needs for food for the journey. We'll gather whatever he needs.
Oh, okay. That'll take you some time. So as you're doing that,
I want him to be comfortable.
Oh yeah. You find berries and things, and you realize some of your rations could be used for that too.
All right.
So the stakes are, I would guess if you succeed, you obviously conceal the ship from whatever's out there.
Sure.
If you fail, what do you think should happen? Probably you draw attention to your ship, and in some way.
Enough words. Let's
Did you guys see that huge guy over there?
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
All right.
He's huge.
What is it? I have a 9.
I have a queen.
All right. And that is right hand, so that works.
Come on, yeah.
All right. So you conceal the ship, and as you were fixing up the ship, all right. So you have to rig up a way to get the Pointy up onto your ship.
No, I agree. This is you. You had no choice but to bring this thing on board. Seriously, clearly.
Oh, dear Lord.
So, actually, if you have anything about... it's pretty easy since Tiberius got the ship out of notice. You do hear in the distance an explosion. It sounds like the ship's having some other problem. It sounds like a cannon going off, but not towards you.
As long as it's over there, not bothering us.
All right, no problem.
Until we get the rest of the team back and we can discuss options then.
Sure.
What's the lodestone doing?
It's beginning to twinge in a direction, so you're getting closer.
As we've tied them.
Well, no, you got it started twinging just as you got towards the Highland you're on right now. So you pull the Pointy back on the ship. You fix the repairs.
Right. Why is there a deer on board?
Hello, my name.
That's why.
Right down below. I just look at you. Like, good choice.
Also, he's very sensitive to new vocabulary. Please don't teach him anything untoward.
Motherfucker!
That seems to be rude. I would like to learn new things.
We want you to learn new things, but we also want you to keep your tact. You're
Pointy?
wonderful as you are.
Oh, Pointy, hello.
Hello,
How are you?
Pointy. Hello, yes, I am Pointy. You are huge.
Big, large, huge.
Yes. No, yes, you are huge.
Slab McRock.
And that must be Darren.
So
you
at
look like a Darren.
At this point, the door to the engine room flies open.
Yeah.
Because I just used Burning Spirit, so obviously I still have to be kind of in a rage.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Huh?
You must be a Darren.
Telepath.
All right, so
I don't think he wants to read my mind.
he didn't, as far as you can tell.
Oh yeah, he does. Like, I should have done that.
Oh God! Oh no! What's wrong with people?
Let's see.
What the fuck
Here.
is wrong with people?
All right. Let's see here. As you continue on, you're getting a stronger reading, and you eventually come to another Highland, and this one is pointing to somewhere on it. It looks like a sort of bleak, more ruined one. Not nearly as much tree cover or vegetation on it. But the thing is, there's sort of a doldrums around these Highlands. So you can't just park right next to it or fly right up on it. You have to get above it and then climb down, or from the sides. They call this the wind shadow. So you can. Let's see here. So this one is a little. The island itself is a little rockier, so this will be a challenge to get the crew on the landing party safely on board. So who wants to handle that? Getting everyone safely on board.
So would that be more
safely on the island, or who wants to go down and check it out?
So that would be more.
You don't see the wreck or the Inquisitive itself, but a needle is pointing towards it. So one thing you do know is that they can leave multiple waypoints, essentially other bits of their lodestone. So it's a tracking signal, I guess, but it'll give you clues about what happened to it. So
I'll be part of the party. Then.
Okay, so this is the party to check out where the lodestone is pointing, or making sure.
Well, essentially, they can leave. It's a trail of breadcrumbs. This is the first breadcrumb. You can just bypass it entirely and continue on, and find the next breadcrumb. But you can check out this.
I'm already repelled.
Okay, yeah,
I'm going now too.
I guess I'll go.
So who wants to make sure the party gets on safely?
I can do that with my leaf on the wind.
All right,
so to make
that's
sure
your
I'm piloting.
potential?
That's a skill. So basically,
all right, it's a skill.
It's piloting to make sure that you're.
All right, so the stakes are obviously you succeed. Everyone gets on board safely, or everyone gets on the Highland safely if you succeed. If you fail, though, it creates a new complication that someone is skittering off of my choice. So not necessarily off the Highland itself, but either they fall and take damage, or they start skittering off the Highland itself.
Okay. Actually, before we go with that, if you don't have your specific your
potential.
Suit. Thank you.
Yeah.
If you don't have your suit, you can't use it, right?
If it's on your hand, you can't use it.
Okay, then I'm sorry. Actually, I have to take that back. I can't use that.
Okay, so somebody has to use a card to make sure nobody gets hurt, right?
It's a play.
So if I were to say, you just play any card?
I will say this is definitely a one-card challenge, but I will put in. This is going to be difficult.
All right,
so
then
there
I
will
will
be
do
a
it.
one-story cache.
Well, I can do this.
Actually, well, do you mind if I try something?
Yeah, go for it. All right.
I actually can go ahead and use a potential specifically for Mirror of Truth, specific for insight, to see where would the specific area would be the safest.
It's rocky, broken ground. All right. One-card challenge with a story cache.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
All right. The Jack crowning, obviously. And then it's a story cache. So
I can draw one.
Joker.
So, and I can draw the two for
Wait, why? It's not a face card.
Okay. Oh, it's a story cache. Okay, so I can't use that.
So this fails.
Ugh.
All right. So with a total of 23. So I will say either one player can take a serious wound, or as the rope breaks and someone falls, or someone slips off and starts skittering off the Highland.
He drew a Joker. So.
We'll do a wound. Let's see here. Are there any volunteers? All right, a serious wound. Let's find out what that does. Let's see here. Running out of potential, working together. Task difficulty. Example. Here we go. Serious wound. Character takes a serious wound. The player must draw one card, divide its numerical value by 2, and assign his character that number of wounds. So draw the top card from your deck.
This deck?
From your play deck, yes.
Ooh,
The main deck.
that is a very serious wound.
Yeah.
6.
3.
Damn.
You lose 3 cards from your hand, and your hand size is now 3.
Not your potential hand, your regular hand.
Yeah.
The 1 of 6. Okay.
Yeah, those are
Just off the top.
Yeah. Anyway, you can choose which cards you're discarding, but your hand size is now limited to 3. As Tiberius, his rope breaks quite a ways up, and it falls and lands on his head.
So there's no way I can like step in and possibly save him?
Nope.
Okay.
That's
Like, what the hell?
Can I heal him?
you can keep him from getting worse automatically if you want to heal him. Let's see here. There has to be some sort of consequence. I will say you can, but if you fail, you will permanently injure him in some way. Like he'll lose an eye or something like that. Or
What card challenges it?
I can also look like a reflex thing to prevent him from hitting his head. Or
let's see here. Here he goes. If a character receives skilled medical care, he may heal 1 card for every face card the healer is willing to discard from his play hand.
wow.
And therefore heals at a rate of 1 card for every 2 days.
So Healing Hands has no ability then?
No, you can use... Well, Healing Hand, you diagnose injuries or stuff like that.
Oh, you just diagnose, you don't fix them?
Well, no, I'm saying every card... No, you can just heal... You don't have to make a play. You can just heal... Discard any face card to heal.
So what use is Healing Hands then?
No, that's what lets you do that. It's skilled medical care.
But it doesn't actually make you play any cards other than the cards that you just spend to heal. It allows you to do that.
It allows you to do that automatically.
So I really should have made that my 1 then.
If you want to flip it right now, you can. I would say it would. You could. I mean, the other skills would be like forensic science, or diagnosing a mystery illness, or using your medical knowledge to kill a foe. You know, and things like that.
Okay.
Healing hands to the hurt.
Yeah.
I only got the 1.
All right.
I'll discard it.
All right. So Tom, you get 1 card back.
Just to redraw.
It doesn't help that he
You
played
redraw, and you're now up to 4 cards.
So it doesn't help that he played a Joker, which is like a trump.
It's the only one I have.
Automatic.
It's the only face card he had.
Okay, so it's like this, but again, it doesn't help any extra.
It does not say.
Uber.
No.
Okay, that might be a consideration. I don't know. Just saying.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm just throwing it out there.
All right, so you land on the island. Let's see here. All right, as you go to there, you have a number of skills that are relevant. First, you find a waypoint lodestone and a collection of needles, one of which are marked for the Inquisitive. There are corpses there. They were sailors who were manning the waypoint launch. And in fact, they start to wake up.
Lovely.
They are puppets. Potential puppets are death dolls, as the most superstitious sailors call them, or gruesome monsters that can result when powerful elementalists or magical creatures die suddenly in the potential ritual environs of the dark. When a kin, child, or animal dies while using potential from a magical effect, its nervous system may be continued compelled to move. Essentially, they're magical zombies. If you're killed by magic, you can become a magical zombie.
So they're not being manipulated by anybody in particular. So
No, they just want to murder, death, kill everything.
Okay.
You can gain more. You can either, since I already told you that the needles are there, so you can gain some more information about what happened to them if you leave, or you could just run away.
I will use magic.
Do we want to kill them?
To deal with them?
Yes.
All right. What magic are you using?
Comfortably brisk. I want to freeze them in place.
Oh, okay. I would say that's fairly difficult. There's a number of them, so it's a 2-card challenge with a 1-card story challenge, or cash. And remember, none of you have touched the story cache that you got available to you.
I know.
Right.
I will
Yeah.
I use my own, but
use Plowman Poet. I know dead things don't have body heat,
Okay.
so they will freeze more easily.
All right, that'll give you a 1-card cache. So,
And is that a random pull?
Yes, from the top of your deck. Play deck.
Okay. But if I'm using magic?
You can take it from your potential deck if you want to.
All right. But I can take it from either and it counts.
I'd have to look it up to find out which deck you pull if it's
right.
potential.
So
I don't want to have to look it up right now.
That's fine. What a catch a spell from?
I think it's you. What I read was the play deck, but I'm not sure. I didn't see if there's a specific.
I'll just pull
section.
random from the play deck.
All right,
I'm flipping.
King. That's crowning.
Jack. That is crowning.
All right, yeah, I would say trigger. You're not trying to defeat them. You're trying to freeze them.
Would it crown from play?
Uh,
Not potential.
Crowning comes from the play deck. Oh, jeez. All right, so I got a king, a 7, and a 6 for a total of 23. Oh, wait, no, I said there's a story cache. So for another 7, so 30, 20, 14, 34. Very close. But you managed to freeze them in place. Let's see here. So
All right.
I'm like Elsa.
just let it go.
Oh, man.
All right.
Flip this table so hard.
We already made a
There's so
dozen
many
of those
cards,
jokes.
Aaron. Don't do that.
Aaron, we made a dozen of those jokes with Monster of the Week. Okay? Come on.
So you investigate the wreckage. You can tell what they were trying to do. Essentially, they let out a small portion of the crew with some food and supplies to basically like, hey, here we are. Essentially, a little outpost that they could then navigate back to. And also help notify other ships from the Explorers Knights in case they came to like, what the fuck happened to you guys? Something happened to them. They obviously were attacked, you're guessing, by one of the Children of the Dark that roam this realm. Again, they're the scary bad guys of this setting. That might have just been opportunistic. It might have been... it doesn't look like it was related to anything to the Master's Ruins or anything like that, so probably just bad luck on their part. And you get a very, with the waypoint, you know you're getting very close to where they are. But it looks, you also get the names of the dead crewmen, which you can return so they can be, properly memorialized when you return, if you return, of course. Because you're still far from in the clear. Because you're heading further away.
There's no resurrecting magical zombies, right?
No. There.
Tiberius, they're all frozen. If you would do the honor.
You don't have to make a play for that. You cut the magical zombies up real good.
Stab.
Never seen him smile before.
I was like a jaunty walk. I was like, oh.
Wow. Point, he is watching from above deck, and
This is why he got his own barrack.
Yeah.
I wave.
He just looks rather quick.
Hi, boy!
You're like, we're killing things!
All right.
Fucking dear.
Everyone has recovered enough. One more potential.
Woo!
Okay. Wunderbar.
I need that. I froze a bunch of zombies.
Oh, that's good.
I have like 3 in my deck. I'm like,
Well, you've been pushing yourselves pretty hard to find the Inquisitive and then get the fuck out.
We are
It's a good thing I rested.
playing the system.
All right, so this will be a piloting check to see how you approach the Inquisitive. If you blunder upon it, or if you're smart and cagey about it. So,
Hello!
this is a 2-card challenge. It's fairly. You're going through.
I can't do anything.
Oh, you can't.
Okay,
do anything?
No, because
You don't have anything related
You
to.
could crown off suit.
so I don't
If
have.
you
to
have any face cards, you
Okay,
don't
so
need a
wait.
suit for the power to crown.
Okay, you can just try to crown off.
If you
it.
crown off suit, does your 10 count for your ability, or just
Yes.
what do you pull?
No, it counts for both. Like you get
Counts for
10,
both,
and
so-
then you get to.
So the crown card doesn't need to be on the suit. So
It just has to be contextually making sense.
So we can play a crown for anything.
So, if you can make, obviously, aces can crown for anything. Let's see here. Kings would obviously for leadership or strategy.
So, like, for example, if I was to play the gun is, if I were to play the gun is in my hand is a diamond suit, but if I had an ace of spades and I threw that bad boy down,
Yeah,
and said,
so ace will apply regardless. Or a jack. A jack would apply because you're quick drawing and
or like
thievery, deception.
or even the kings. I mean, that's combat strategy. So as long as it's a face card,
yeah, that makes sense. It's
shoot one.
contextual.
okay, so all right. So if I had a different one other than my spade, I could pull. I could pull a king
So
for
long as it's
leadership.
face, yeah.
Yeah, I
as
could
long
borrow.
as it makes sense.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
If you're using like Queen would be the hardest one to figure this
That's
out. But again, it's about how you reason.
Okay, so I think I can do that. Then.
So, all right, so we're negotiating stakes again. So I'm saying you're getting to the source of what happened to the Inquisitive, and if you fail, you blunder into it, and you will get the worst.
I'm
possible.
willing to play cards for this, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. So that's assisting. So you can assist. You could that's spending your blade cash, and then you get to put in.
So I'm willing to throw that in because I have an analytical mind.
You do have an analytical mind. So you'd be spending your blade cash to make the play.
Navigate better.
Then you could use. Okay. What ability?
Under stress.
What
Lean towards
ability
like
are
a
you
little
using?
talking horn thing,
I will
you know?
go ahead and use Leaf on the Wind since that's my piloting ability too.
Leaf on the winds. All right.
Do you want me to assist or no?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
All right. So,
So
you-
I will. Okay, so I'm using
What
blade.
is it rated at?
Yeah.
That's my
spin 0.
It's a 3.
Yes.
All right. So up to 2 people up to 2 cards can be used to assist that. So
Your cash pulls from your deck, though. You don't pull from your hand.
Okay.
well,
so,
cash. You're just spending your blade cash just to make this.
Okay, so do I
You
need
get a-
to like? It's not from my hand.
You get
it's
to
from
put 1 card down
from my hand or from the deck.
from your hand.
Okay, because that's a good thing.
All right.
So cash is play from the hand.
Well, this is the one time when cash is spent not to draw a card. It's just to assist.
Oh, so the sword plays from the hand.
Well, the
But
sword can
everything
be.
else plays
It's the
from the
one
deck.
time that a cash is used for something other than drawing a card from the deck. It is to assist another.
So
player.
swords play from the hand if you assist. But if you're not assisting, do you draw from the deck?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
You can use a blade normally
Hold
to
on,
just
do you need me to or no?
enhance your
yes,
deck.
go on. Yes.
You can also use your cash too.
I'm using
one of
mine.
your cash.
I will use my blade.
Yeah, to put that card down.
Yeah.
So let me get 2 cards. I'm not going to be. No, we got some. We gotta spend some. I gotta make this challenging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Actually, I will cash a trait in that is. Well, it's like blind flying.
Okay.
So
there you
I
go.
can-
So you can make a blind draw once we reveal cards.
All right.
All right. So we're assisting the play. Darren is adding his analytical mind, so he gets 1 card.
I'm like screaming a talking horn about how we need to boost power.
We're
or
just
some
trying to
shit.
find it, right?
You're trying. Well, you're getting to. It's how you get to it. Like, do you blunder into a trap or do you?
I will use spyglass.
So we are busting ass past those.
Well, you
traps.
can hand the spyglass to him, and he can get an additional.
Will that work?
Yeah.
All right, so you have
It's
an
an
additional
item.
cash.
All right, so you have additional cash.
Okay.
We are going to fly the hell out of this.
All right. So 19.
All right.
I threw a 10.
All right. I have the king. It's not a mine, but I can draw for my cash.
Yeah, leadership.
So Jack.
Okay.
We flew the hell out of this.
Can you crown a crown?
I'm not sure.
I think you can with aces or jokers, but that's it.
Okay.
Aces or
Or
jokers.
aces or jokers. So, all right. So that
I'd
would be
have
20.
to double check. I think that's written in the rules. I have to check.
We've got a total of 30 here. So.
All right, so you succeed over the 19. So you see it and you don't blunder into it immediately.
That makes all the difference.
You're not out of danger yet.
Nope.
So here's what you see. Let's see here. You come to. Let's see. I'm sorry. Went up ahead. All right. Let's see here. You realize what you thought was a small highland, just a natural floating island, is actually a artificial structure. A metallic sphere, several leagues in diameter.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Caleb?
Father! Your mad dream continues!
This is written, all right? I didn't just throw in a Dyson sphere just for you. All right?
I know.
I'm going to read this.
All right, it's floating unsupported in the blackness of the frontier. Obstacle is spherical and clearly a machine of some sort. There are derelict wrecks of several ships somehow clinging to the hull of the massive structure, one of which is the Inquisitive. A large, partially open hatch at the bottom of a giant of the structure leads to a dark interior. You approach, but fortunately you stop before you get within. Well, you just stop just within visual range of it. You can see it with the spyglass, and you're like, maybe I don't want to go just rush up into it because how did those things get there? Why are they clinging to the ship? So that's what you see. You found the Inquisitive, and you found it's clearly the work of the masters. Again, the ancient
We
civilization.
found the crew already, right?
No, you
They weren't the zombies?
well, you found that was like 2 or 3 of them.
Okay.
There were 20 of them.
All right.
So the rest are presumably
somewhere on there.
In the unnamed sphere.
in the unnamed sphere.
In the phantasm ball.
Non-Dyson variety.
The funeral's about to begin.
Your reach exceeds your grasp!
So you stopped well before you got too close to it. You're barely within visual range of it, but you can see it clearly. You pass the spyglass to the rest of the crew, or at least to you four. Pointy is like, what is that?
I don't know, Pointy.
That's new to us.
For some reason, I feel at times wary and anxious. Usually when a predator is in the vicinity. I'm feeling anxious too.
Yeah.
You should feel
Pointy,
that.
you could go below decks.
Oh.
You don't have to deal with this.
Okay. He awkwardly ambles down the deck.
Come up
Not
above.
meant for 4
I'll
legs.
come up above.
Phillips, help him.
Yes. It's a gross sign.
I'll throw you overboard if he comes to harm.
Hey, we need the other pilot.
I'll come upside and, hey guys, what's going on? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, there's this thing.
Yeah.
Balls.
All right. So your mission is to either rescue them or determine their fate. Now, you could just turn around like, we saw that, and we're like, no. And no one would probably blame you, but you're supposed
Can
to
we
be...
go in low?
Well, again, it's a
Run
sphere.
silent.
Like,
Run
Ross,
deep.
can we whisper to the ball?
You could.
Sorry.
Well, like, gravity still works on the ball, right?
It's floating unsupported, so...
Yeah.
Well, everything's
No,
floating
no,
and supported, but, like, no one's walking around the bottom of the islands, right?
No.
So if we go in low, it's less likely for them to, like, see us, right?
That's a theory, yeah.
You're presuming it
Can we
has
still
an
get the
eye
cannon?
to see.
Wait, can we still aim the cannon if we go under?
It's on the arc cannon would because it's on a swivel mount.
The one that I fixed? Okay, great.
Yeah.
I really wanna play
The
Skies
powder
of
cannons
Adventure
are just straight ahead.
Okay.
Hit it with a wrench. It's fixed now.
Skies of Arcadia.
really need to play that again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's one approach. You could try and get in closer swooping from the bottom. There is a big open hatch at the bottom. Your ship could easily fit in there.
Well, pilot.
It's really big. Have I mentioned that? Of course, again, you don't know how those ships are clinging to that thing.
Does it? Well, when you say clinging, does it look like they're moored or they're magnetized to it?
You can't tell from this distance.
That they're like just.
They're
right-
just like literally stuck to it.
I'm honestly afraid to get near it.
Actually, you see that like it reminds you of like butterflies on a mounting board. Like just pinned to it.
Wait.
Well, I mean, if we don't get near it, we're screwed. There's no sky dinghies.
Yeah.
We've already established that. You just drop down onto things.
Have I heard of this? Can I make a check to do I've heard of this?
You
Or legendary?
could. This would be a 3. Actually,
I've got 2 points and cards, and I've heard of this.
let's see here. Yeah, I need to look up to see what the rules are for just playing.
Yeah.
For knowing.
I know it sounds like a bullshit maneuver, but on the off chance I had some lore.
Because like
other
with
people might-
potential, I understand why you would spin cards because then you don't get them back automatically. But like
Right.
when you're doing it with your play hand because you automatically get them back. Like I don't know what the penalty is of just drawing, so I'd have to look to see.
I'm just wondering if there's a chance I heard some weird, obscure bit of lore.
No, actually, this is totally new. This is
Okay, this is like absolutely.
Yeah.
I could not have heard of this.
If
Okay.
you got closer, you could try and analyze it, or maybe if you get closer, you could get something that you could have heard of.
Well,
But
I like the game, so I don't want to quit the game and be like,
Right.
success!
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
No, it's a one
Something
shot.
happened to someone else!
It's a one shot, so
Sure.
dying is not that bad of a deal.
Yeah.
Right? No. Obviously, there's clearly some sort of danger here. You just don't know what it is.
Captain, run silent. Run deep.
I believe I said that.
Do we suddenly turn Russian?
Well, one thing you could get really high above it and try and just parachute down. I would say there are probably
Console, crazy eye.
you could try and rappel down from a great height above it.
That didn't work out the last time. I fell.
Yeah, no, that does. That
It
is a
hurt
consequence.
bad.
It did hurt.
I offered to help.
Can we really, like, grappling hooks to climb up into it?
Yeah. All right.
I'd rather fall into the ship and run away than
Yeah.
fall onto the death sphere
Okay, fair enough.
and climb into the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a sphere now.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well,
might
it
as well
doesn't
be.
look inviting. All right.
I was kind of hoping to
You
get
don't know my father
I'm
or his ways.
happy sphere might
He was
be
a cruel, cruel man.
So you're
He never forgave us for the chicken farm.
Oh, wow.
The
All right.
sphere was his true dream.
so you're trying to pilot the ship into the hatch.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if we can get it. Are we trying to get
Maybe don't go in the hatch. Maybe we throw a rope up from the
Okay.
crow's nest.
getting it
Yeah.
as close as we can? So without.
Okay,
Three-card challenge with
Basically,
the one
getting
story
close
hatch.
without passing the event horizon.
Son
Yeah.
of a bitch!
This thing seems to actually have an event horizon to it.
I can't help anymore, can I?
I will help with my blood.
Actually, you can be separate challenges, but I will allow separate challenges. For example, someone can man the guns to shoot anything that happens.
Wow, the gun is my hand.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yes, I can do that.
All right. All right. So as you approach, I will say this: as you do decide to go closer, metal cabling that looks like just shoots out of it with giant hooks on it and giant other like apparatus that looks like they're trying to grab out and latch onto the ship and grab onto the crew.
I
or
shoot the
anything
fuck
else
out
they
of it.
can. Yes.
I shoot the fuck out
So
of
this will be basically it'll be a 3-card with a 1-card cash on my end. You can try and reduce it by depending on how much of a risk you want to put yourself.
I'm doing the gun is my hand, which I've only got one.
All right.
Will defensive archaeology equipment do this?
Wait. The gun is my hand, and does
Let's see here.
Is there
You could try.
We'll fortify the deck with our
You could lead the crew to try and instead of grabbing the crew, grab the random archaeological shit that you
Kill it.
have.
Yes.
All right.
Kill it.
I would allow that.
What is this?
what I'm playing.
Okay.
So you can make strategies.
So
Is that
and
allowed?
It is allowed. It will be a 3-card thing for you.
since we're probably
Can he
getting
show me?
I was wondering. Actually.
No, actually, you can.
I'm sorry, my bad. So,
Yeah.
okay, actually, can I use an ability instead? Since piloting, I'm not probably going to get much of there, but Unbreakable Will, knowing that we're going to get nailed by this and trying to just resist.
Wait,
it.
we have
Sure.
3 cards.
It's
for
standing
survival?
your ground while giant cables are seeking you out and trying.
So here's the thing: if everyone's playing separately, everyone has separate stakes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so never mind. So
We're doing this in order. Basically, you're doing things.
I was trying to be
modify
casual.
his final modifier.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
So
okay,
I'm
never
not. I'm assisting him.
Yeah.
Okay, so my assist. Can I use one of the caches?
Well, this is a separate play challenge, so
Okay.
separate play. So you're trying to shoot down as many cables as possible.
Right. And can I
All
use
right,
any of the survival caches for that?
You could. This is not really survival.
Okay.
This is
I will use my blade to help him out.
All right. So you get to use 1 card to help him from a relevant ability. So here's how the stakes for your challenge, for your play, is going to work. If you succeed, you will shoot them down and reduce it to a 3-card challenge instead of the 3 plus the 1 random draw. Actually, so yeah, I'll do that. And if you fail, you're caught. Or you could reduce it to a 2-card challenge, and you get caught, depending on how. If you want to just keep shooting until you're literally grabbed up.
Is there another possibility for cache again? I'm trying to see what else I can bring in here.
Yeah.
Wrench monkey. I'm trying to reduce damage.
You're not close enough to.
All right. No. Okay. Make sure.
Actually, you could use wrench challenge, wrench monkey if you overload your cannon, in which case you'll take a serious wound. But you won't be grabbed by the tentacle.
I'll just go straight with what I got.
All right. So do you want to just reduce it by the random thing, or do you want to reduce it down to 2 cards?
What do you guys think? No.
Okay, if you reduce it to 2 cards, you
this
will
may-
be grabbed.
Yeah, this will be up to you. So
I will. Okay, so you said the random was
Reduce
not
it to 3 cards.
Reduce it to 3 cards, or reduce it to 2 cards, and I get grabbed.
Or you blow up because you overload the cannon, in which case you can use wrench monkey.
Oh man,
It's your choice.
I'm going to go for the safe option.
Okay, so it's 3 cards.
Yeah.
This will be a 2-card challenge
Okay,
for you. And
I've got 1 card to play.
okay.
1 card to play. Okay. And
I played my blade.
okay.
Tell
And
me.
I have 2 for my 3 cards.
Well, you're a separate thing.
You're not playing.
We're helping you
Yeah,
now.
so-
and
Yeah.
then
So
you can-
you're not doing anything yet. So you can keep your cards. All right. So
I'm also. It's a crown because it is a. I'm keeping this ship happy, and I love the ship.
Okay.
So my addition is an 8. So that's 8.
Queens don't really apply to this. This is definitely not nurturing reasons.
Oh, so no.
It's
No.
just a 16. All right. So you just reduce it to a 3-card challenge.
All right.
Not 3 plus 1.
All right.
So you shoot down many of the tentacles, but you're still focusing on shooting the ones that are coming at you.
Okay.
Can I help as well?
You were helping
blade.
him. Tiberius could help.
I was hoping.
Yeah, can I chop them? Can I chop at them?
You can't chop at them. All right, so right now it's a 3-card challenge. You could reduce it down to a 2-card challenge without much risk to yourself. If you fail, you'll either get caught or take a serious wound.
I'll play it safe as well.
Okay, so would you want to be caught or do you want to take a serious wound?
If I fail,
Yes, I'll let you choose the stakes.
I'll get caught.
All right, you get caught. All right. So this will be a 3-card challenge though because you're using a sword. It's not a ranged weapon.
Maybe when you use it.
So I will do that. And let's see here. Yeah.
I can only
You only have one.
that I can play. Yeah.
All right. You're not using potential.
No, I'm using
All right.
totally huge guy
All right. Go
or
ahead.
master swordsman. It's the same thing.
All right. Go ahead and put it down.
King.
King. You can
crown off that.
Use crown.
I'm
You-
definitely crown off that.
No. From a draw
Oh,
random card from your deck.
Wait, is that a...
That is a Joker, though. So unless he draws a Joker. No. All right, so I get an 18, but it's a Joker. So it automatically succeeds. Because you don't have a Joker to counter it. So you are caught. I will say, though...
T-Bone, no!
Oh, no. However, you do reduce it to a 2-card challenge.
But son of a bitch!
I can try something to help you out.
All right, so now we're down to the actual pilot.
Yes.
You can actually get... If you succeed, you can get in range and scamper into the ship. If you fail, the ship will be caught. You can use whatever. If you have 2 cards, you can use a cash. No one else can assist you, though. If you have any caches that are available.
Hey, don't worry, man. We got archaeology.
Oh wait, didn't I get a bonus? Well, I could probably do my blade though, just for
You could use your blade.
so.
Go there!
What also represents your, I'm a knight, I'm an awesome badass.
So, yep, I will go ahead and use my blade to
All
get
right.
an extra card in there.
All
So.
right.
And that'll be a cash that I pull, right?
Yes, it'll be around.
So blade is the fuck yeah factor.
But cash doesn't come from your hand unless you're...
Yeah.
Comes from your draw.
Yeah, I know I was coming from the deck. So,
All right.
Okay.
All right.
and my cash.
Fuck.
So
Yeah!
You lost.
And the group
A king, an ace, and a jack.
Stop drawing so well, Ross.
I've been holding on these cards for
On the F
No,
side.
I haven't actually.
On the F
I-
side, that means they can stand.
all right, so the ship is caught.
I
It's
tried,
being
guys.
pulled
I'm
up
so
in there.
sorry.
However, you can all scamper into the interior.
I can't. I'm caught.
You're caught already.
Wait,
so.
can I save him?
You could. Well, that's the thing. You get choices now.
I will scamper.
Let's see. Here. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to reshuffle.
Oh
my
yeah,
deck.
now I get these damn cards.
Well, see.
Don't
All
worry,
right, hold
man.
on.
They're there for later. All right. That is
I
one of the
have to
side
shuffle
effects
my
of
deck.
using a deck is that
Put all the kings and queens and aces together again.
Yep.
the side effect of using a deck is that you use some of the better cards earlier and they're not there for you later, or
Yep.
you don't get them initially and suddenly they show up when you
Really
you-
need them.
They either really need them or they suddenly aren't as awesome as they would have been.
Here, you cut.
So
No counting, Ross.
Gee, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Orion.
I said no counting.
5, 6, 7, 8. I'm counting my goddamn hand. Jesus.
So do you get a hand of 8?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
GM's gonna hand of 8. All right.
Okay.
So
Because
everyone
what-
gets a choice from the remaining 3. We'll get to Tiberius in a second.
Oh, goody.
You can try and free the ship. You could try and jump inside to stop whatever's happening on the inside. Or you could try and free Tiberius by chasing after him.
Can I make a big chance by
Firing the gun at me.
No. God, no! I have to read my.
No, he's
Fuck
captured. He's inside the ship. He's inside.
Oh, he's
Very quick.
inside, okay.
But you can see what port he went into. So you
I was like,
can,
I'll save him, or I can.
you can
free
grapple
the
into
ship.
that one.
If I free the ship, will that help anybody else?
I can free the ship.
We
if you
will
want
escape
E-
and
E-
not die?
Like I said, because I can use Fulminous Heart to do a 3-card magic on it.
It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Debating.
You guys are yelling at each other as the ship is being pulled.
Okay, so real quick, between
and
me and
mental
the pilot,
and the more cables are coming out to grab
between
the
me and the
crew.
pilot, real quick, I'm
Yes, sir.
screaming a talking horn, I guess, or whatever we got. Do you got something to save the ship? Am I getting the ship or Tiberius? What is it?
Get Tiberius, I'll get the ship.
All right, I am going to
Teamwork!
Woo!
All right, so you grapple into the port, following after the.
Yeah, I'm going to go save Tiberius.
All right, so you're you race in there. You see, it is obviously there's machinery everywhere.
Could I throw a card down just to make sure I get in there faster to help me out later?
Do you have something that makes you run faster?
Lightning dash.
Well, yeah, you could just spend a card and you can catch up.
I will
real
spend a
quick.
card of lightning dash.
All right,
Heck
you
yeah.
can catch up real quick. And you can see that Tiberius is being
Probulated?
no. Tiberius, you lose consciousness for a moment as the G-force just overwhelms you. Yes. But you're kind of groggy, but you're still there. When you see that the cabling is lowering you into a vat of goo, yellow greenish goo. So you're still stunned, so you can't act. But fortunately, perhaps.
I don't think
Darren.
that's good!
Darren perhaps can give you a chance to act. So what is it you're going to do?
Oh man, Stunning Spark would be a bad idea right now. I shot the metal tentacle things! No. I am going to call on my burning spirit and try to just basically give him some kind of
For 1-card challenge, you could give him an action.
Okay.
For a 2-card challenge, you could free him, or for a 3-card challenge, you could disable all the machinery.
So if I declare a 1-card action challenge, but I'm using a 2-card ability.
Well, I mean, I'm saying how difficult do you want to be?
So he's saying if I
It's easier to give him to weaken them enough so that he can act, or if you want to free him entirely, that's more difficult. If you want to stop everything, that's even more
So
difficult.
Tom, if I weaken them, you think you can get out? Never mind. Okay, no, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a 2-card challenge. I'm sorry, no 1-card challenge, just to help him out a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm using my burning spirit.
Sure.
I am going to scream, grunt, and kick at the tentacles or whatever.
Sure.
And cue up dramatic music.
Wage!
Let's see here.
Give me what's it called? Give me until I until I go dry or something like that. Whatever.
All right. All right, so yeah, we just start. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. 9.
13.
13 beats it. So Tom, you are Tiberius. He rushes forward. What ability were you using?
I was using burning spirit just
Burning
to show
Spirit.
how
You just
determined I am.
you literally throw your wrench into it. With
I'm
the-
inspiring. I'm kicking the shit out of these things.
Yeah, you
tearing
he,
at
slap,
them with my
he
hand.
yells at you to wake you up. So something.
Get the fuck up!
Yeah. So the tentacle's lowering you into a vat of goo. That's not good. You assume.
I'm gonna use a totally huge guy to break free.
This is the best use of that.
Yeah.
got the break
That's
free?
only a 1-card challenge. You're using a really good ability for that.
Sir, he won't fit in the vat.
All right. So you can use all the cards you want. I mean, do you
No.
have enough?
I do.
Okay. Do you only have one?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you have?
Joker.
Joker. Joker beats a queen.
That is a fucking okay, great.
So you rip your way free. So you're free.
So it's like a big dramatic moment, like over the top music. And,
Oh yeah.
No. Essentially, I do my mental, take my hat, and turn around.
Oh yeah.
It's like
because
switch.
then it's on.
It's on.
God, Over the Top would be the best anime.
Actually,
That would be amazing.
it was-
Full-on
It would
JoJo.
at least be one manga, three.
I'll tell you,
episodes,
the best
like,
one of the best animes I've ever seen was the one that was based on Mahjong. I don't know how to play Mahjong.
Yes, no, that manga.
It was so intense.
with the super.
Is Akagi.
Yeah, it was, no, at one point they went to the moon.
I didn't get that far. I was a vampire. If you lost a bet, they had a machine hooked up to lose blood.
Ross, you need to use the moon.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I didn't know it went on that far.
Oh my god.
I watched like 26 episodes.
Okay, we got distracted.
All right,
We're a little bit derailed.
I said one of your trigger words.
I'm sorry.
I understand.
What's wrong?
All right, so you're trying to free the ship.
Yes.
All right, so do you just want to free the ship and be close, or go into the hatch where it looks like the tentacles aren't able to reach? Well, you don't know. It's hard to say. Or do you want to just ditch everyone and get out?
Actually, I'm kind of interested in getting over to the Inquisitor to see if there are any.
You can just climb over.
Flying over.
Actually, that's another thing. You instead of freeing the ship, you could try and jam up all these ports that the cabling tentacles are coming out of. You have cannons. You could try and blow some shit up, and you have an arc cannon. You could try and just disable all the tentacling near you.
Okay, well, I would leave that to the other people because this would be more of a flying check just to get that in position. So.
But no, you can't fly anymore. Your ship is stuck.
Oh, we can't.
You have to get the ship unstuck.
Okay. So
you can disable the tentacles near you without doing that by using the cannon.
To be clear,
Okay,
you told Sean to do something else.
Okay,
you said
in that
you
case,
had
I
to
can
get the ship
disable, free and disable it using dead shot. So,
All right, yeah, you can. What do you want to disable the tentacles, or do you want to free the ship?
disable the tentacles.
All right, that's definitely dead shot. That would be a 2-card challenge.
2-card challenge. Okay.
So the ship will still be
Stuck, but you won't have crew member being kidnapped by tentacles and stuff.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. All right. Right.
Yep.
14.
9.
All right, 9. So I didn't say the costs. I forgot to set what happens if you fail. Something bad happens. So
you didn't win, Aaron.
I think it's worse.
So you can either take a wound as a cannon blows up in your face and the tentacling is stopped, or you can the rest of the crew
face
be
full of
kidnapped.
cannonball.
I'll take
Good
one.
bandage.
All right, draw the top card and divide it by 2.
Cannonball face.
4.
You lose 4 cards from your hand.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And so you're down to 2 cards. And the cannibals, but it works. The explosion, the shockwaves, collapses all the portholes near you. So the tentacling can't get near you.
Okay.
As you're stunned for a bit, let's see here, Dyson.
I run into the ship.
You're into the structure?
Yeah, the sphere.
Yeah, okay. You do that.
Father!
Yes, screaming that.
All right.
And I'm going to try and get to where the Inquisitor's at.
The Inquisitive? Okay, yeah, you can go inside and then go back out. I mean, it's clean to the side of the outside.
Yeah, but I imagine you can move through crazy clockwork sphere.
You can do that. You don't even have to roll, make a play for that. So you find it. It doesn't look like anyone's on board. Looks like they all got. But you can try and find the ship's log and find out what happened to them.
I do that.
All right, so that's what you're doing. So you don't have to roll. I keep saying roll. You
Draw.
don't have to you don't have to draw for that.
It didn't work.
Well, if you glue them together.
But it'll take you some time to read up on it. So
I don't want to read up on it.
Okay.
I want to grab it.
Okay, you grab it.
And then I want to go to the engine.
Okay. The engine of the Inquisitive?
Inquisitive.
Okay. Okay, what do you want to do in the engine?
I want to rig it to explode.
Well, that's definitely a play.
I imagine.
Because you could make it explode not at all or way too early.
Okay.
So what do you want to use for that?
I will use... I majored in that for a semester.
Okay.
Wow. I majored in blowing ships up.
And...
You and Luke Skywalker.
Like, what are you trying to achieve here? Like,
I would like to distract Metal Sphere so we can escape.
Okay. I'd say that's...
And deny them vital intelligence about the Explorer Knights. It's like a U-2 rocket. You don't just give it to them.
I'd say that's a 2-card challenge. It's fairly difficult, but not impossible. Let's see here. Also, when do you want it to explode? What's the triggering mechanism? Is it a timer? Is it do you want to rig up a remote control? That will make it a 3-card challenge, obviously.
I do want to rig up a remote control.
Okay,
I don't want to die.
All right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more cards.
No, you don't.
No.
It's fine. You get this out of your way.
We'll put it over there. Whoops! How did that happen?
Oh, I'm being nice.
Note to self: make the GM a special deck out of 2s and 3s from many.
You shouldn't be nice. We're playtesting.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Oh, I mean, you should be nice. You shouldn't be nice
No,
in the
no.
next game. Not
Damn it.
now.
So it's 3 card check. What are you doing?
These
All
are
right.
going away into.
All right, so what happens if you fail? Before we decide.
I will set a remote, and it will blow up before then.
Okay, you don't know when.
I will not know when.
All right. Very good.
I am crowning.
So am I.
God damn it!
You don't. You think you got it? You think you got it? I pulled the
Yeah,
joker.
Jeff, he pulled a Joker.
You wrong!
Cue
So
boss
that's
battle.
going to happen at a dramatic time. So anyway,
Should have majored for more than one semester.
But it costs so much money.
well, I get 2 more.
You won't be able to pay it back anyway.
All right, so Tiberius and Darren, you're in the belly of the beast, as it were. You look around as you the dimly lit room.
T-Bone and D-Money.
There we go.
As they are affectionately referred to.
You actually begin to see there are these
Wow.
cylinders lining the edges of the room that you are filled with the same kind of goo. As you look at one, you can see a hand pressed against it.
Could I analyze these?
You sure could. You can analyze them automatically. Well, there's some sort of container vessel for people. Some of them might even be alive. So,
Ew.
yeah. You don't know what they're doing with them. You don't know if this is being piloted by someone active or if this is just a rogue machine that is still working after countless centuries.
Hey, Tiberius, you think these are dangerous?
You can try and free
I
the
would
people.
assume yes.
Should we free them?
Why not?
Okay.
Well, at least free one, see what happens.
All right, so you're freeing them.
I'm freeing
This
one.
is going to be all right. You're going to try and free one.
Shut up, Ross. God damn it.
I will say, if you succeed, you free someone who will be. You're looking for someone from the Inquisitive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll look for any kind of markings or any kind of like.
If you fail though, I'll say you will free someone, but it'll be one of the Children of the Dark or something else nasty.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to like use my compassion then, I guess. Or not.
that would be a good play.
Okay. I'm analyzing and trying to figure out the right one to free. I'm dropping 3 cards on this shit. So.
All right. And Jack is definitely trickery and deception.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it!
Holy fuck! Shuffle your cards! You pulled 8 face cards in a row!
You have to stop there, right?
Yeah. I don't think you can
Okay.
keep crown. I don't think there's
Such
But I did
bullshit.
crown, but hold on.
Told you to stop counting fucking cards.
15, 20, I got 30.
30. It's a tie. All right. This is
If this was Vegas, someone would be breaking your goddamn knees now.
So escalation of odds, and then we draw the top card from this to settle.
Okay, so,
all right, so we have to. All right, so if you
so they're like, so okay, if I win, it gets better. If you win, it gets worse.
yes,
So it's not just somebody. It's somebody who's not. Just,
it's the entire crew.
okay, so I can free the entire crew, but if it happens the other way, we are surrounded, and we got to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ready?
no, but let's go.
All right.
Boom! What?
Fuck
yes.
Kings. All right. No, it goes again.
So how does it get? How does this escalate further? Do I rescue? Did I just save everybody? Or get killed?
No, it's still tied. Two
Okay.
kings, 2 kings.
Oh, God damn it! Does it escalate further though? Is my question.
Yes, it keeps escalating.
So does he get an additional benefit?
Yes, yeah, no, he gets additional benefit. You can turn the machine off.
Let's fucking do it!
If it fails, the explosive goes off now.
God damn it.
Sorry, guys.
The machine becomes
We're doomed.
unstable.
We're so fucking doomed.
All right,
I believe in
Ready?
Sean.
ready.
Believe in
I
the
don't
heart of the
believe in
cards.
Sean.
Heart of the cards.
I believe in you guys that believe in Sean.
Maverick.
No.
An 8 versus a 4.
Can I cash at all to like save or no? I can't magic or anything.
No.
If you declared cash ahead of time.
Damn it.
God
Okay, never mind.
damn it.
It was so cool. I tried. Okay.
You did try. All right, so it unleashes everything. You're
Fucking 4 face cards.
you draw a card.
After you drew 2 last time.
I totally met it at least. Okay, come on.
I shuffled it. I have shuffled it quite a bit.
Okay.
You take a minor wound. So draw a random card divided by 3.
Draw a random card. Okay, all right.
Oh,
The explosion goes off way too early.
Divided by 3,
So
so
2.
So is it round down?
No, he does because he was near. The Inquisitive blows up.
All right.
The structure.
Oh shit! Sorry,
Yeah.
the button didn't work.
You're knocked down by
the Joker with his book.
and that explosion, because the some sort of wave of arcane energy just goes forward and detonates it prematurely. As all the vials open up, releasing hordes of pirates and children of the dark. So
Are pirates the same as Children of the
no,
Dark?
those are just like you guys, only they're assholes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much
Are people just like normal and then they're made into pirates with dark magic?
No.
Because that's fucking crazy and I love it.
I'd have to ask the giant. I have
Dark water.
Yeah.
All right, so Tiberius, you probably want to maybe fight a tactical retreat or something.
Expert tactician.
All right, let's see here. I will.
And I can only play one. I can only play one.
Okay. All right. Well, let's set the stakes. You can make it a 1-card challenge if you make a
Well,
cost.
I can only play 1 card.
I know. Well, it doesn't matter that. It's like how challenging you want to make this. You could make for 1-card challenge. You could either get one person to safety and the other person's screwed, having to deal with a monster or something like that before they can escape. 2, you can do that, but you lose your blade as you have to use it to wedge a door shut. Which is bad, obviously. Well, it's like, oh, my blade, I got it for graduation. Or yeah, I think those are 2 good penalties. Or you can both get away with the 2-card challenge. So, how many cards do you want to face?
I'll face 2.
Face 2. All right.
We're so
exactly what
doomed.
you're playing.
We're so doomed.
You monster. What are the stakes if he fails?
Oh yeah, if you fail, one of you will either
Only one of us can get out.
Yeah, the other one has to stay behind to block the retreat.
And figure out how I'm going to escape.
Yeah. So
Let's do it. Come on.
All right. I'm being nice.
You are being.
Yeah, 6 and a 4, 10.
I got an ace.
You draw a card, and that beats it.
Yes.
All right. Yay! I do have a joker.
I know.
He's waiting.
Yeah, we haven't done. All right. So you succeed barely as you're both running, trying to outrun the horde. So meanwhile, back at the ship. Pointy is like, you can hear him. We should leave. I don't like this place.
We need to. We're almost done, kind of hobbling
Pointy's got
along.
his head screwed on straight.
Yeah, I agree with you, but we need to get at least a couple other our crew members off first.
Well, you need to free the ship first. It is pinned to the thing.
Well,
No, you blew up so the tentacles
Yeah,
couldn't.
but we made it very clear that you were not freeing the ship by blowing up the tentacle.
You prevented the crew. You saved the crew from being kidnapped.
Okay, then I'm going to try to pilot it away so I can actually.
Well, you have to free it. You just have to literally get the ship off. It's basically metal tentacles are hooked onto it, and you have to rip them off without damaging the ship too badly.
So, try to think of how I can. Or actually, I would like to use potential of Mirror of Truth Insight to actually figure out how to do that without damaging the ship.
Okay, that's just a 1-card challenge.
Okay. So, and I just pay that, right?
No, it's a 1-card challenge.
Okay, challenge. So,
If you fail, you figure out the wrong thing.
No, yeah.
well, we'll see how this goes.
All right. Queen. All right, so you figure out the wrong thing. You realize how much valuable this is. You need to stay here. And that's when the explosion happens. And you're knocked off your feet. So you don't get any other benefits.
Okay.
As you were stunned. When these two keep running, he's like, start the ship! Start the ship!
Get the tentacles off, but make sure you save them!
You get up. You weren't stunned that long. You're just knocked off your feet. Are you running back to the Endurance?
Yes, where else would I go?
I don't know.
There's a ton of monsters running
Well,
around,
then you hear them.
and the ship is exploding.
Yep.
Well,
All right.
exploded.
All right, the structure. So all of you get back on board the ship.
Thank you for that.
So your options are: you do see in the distance a Highland that you could probably land to. So you could rip the ship open and just get some distance out before you crash, a controlled crash, or you could hook yourself successfully.
Could I use a potential ability, Fulminous Heart, because I'm so in tune with this ship?
Oh, you could use it on the structure and tell it to
just
unhook
basically
you.
let the fuck go.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah.
All right. So the stakes. How do you want to just fully resolve it, free everyone?
Don't you have to be on the ship to do that?
The ship. Remember, you're hooked onto the metal structure.
Yeah, but you're talking about the Dyson sphere.
Are we on the ship, or are we?
You're on the.
We're on the Endurance right now.
So, okay.
We fled
The
to the
Endurance is
Endurance.
hooked to the Dyson sphere.
Okay, I'm saying. So, am I on the Endurance?
Yes.
Okay,
That's what he said.
that's what I'm making sure.
Yeah.
So, to get unhooked is what I'm trying to do.
You can command. You could use your potential to command the structure to let you go.
Right.
So we can do that from like another ship.
It's connected.
like, hey.
Okay. It is
Hey.
connected to us, and I am an arc person.
Well, you can
so
unhook my ship, and it will unhook.
It's
your
like
ship.
again, Fulminous Heart means
Yeah, I mean, it's
connect
right
with
next
machines.
to you.
All right, that's fine. I didn't know.
Now the thing is,
Don't argue against
monsters
that
are
advantage for
approaching you.
I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah,
Fulminous Heart.
I know.
Not the most evocative fucking description.
I said earlier it meant that I'm connected to machines.
I have a lucid ear. Look how vivid it is.
All right.
Use that.
So
I was wrong.
So here are your options. You can make it easy, a 1-card challenge, if you make it slow and safe. In which case, the monster you'll have to fight off the monsters that are rapidly approaching you, the Children of the Dark. You could do it fast and sloppy, in which case your ship is damaged and it will probably not make it back to Fort Alabaster, unless you make repair. You stop at some Highland to chop down some wood and repair your ship, which would be a thing. Or if you want to do it perfectly, it will be a 3-card challenge, or it's a 1-card challenge to do one of those. Fast and sloppy or slow and careful. Well, if you want fast and careful, that's a 3-card.
Do you guys feel like fighting or fixing?
Let's just get the hell out of here. We can fix
We'll do it
this.
fast and sloppy, and I'm
Okay.
going to pull 3 cards on this one.
Oh, so that's only one. It's a 1-card challenge.
All right.
All right.
This is when the Joker comes out, right? I mean,
Nah, I'll be nice. No, I will do. This is it. It's not the jump. All right, you ready?
all right.
All right. It definitely crowns because combat's going to be involved.
Would this be subterfuge in any way or
No.
Okay, so I've got a total.
Well, I don't see. I mean, you're.
I'm just trying to talk it into like letting.
Yeah,
us
no,
go.
you're lying. I'd let
Yeah,
you
sure.
know.
Yeah, just have
So throw it on there.
Yeah.
All right.
So I get a
That
14.
doesn't really help, but hey, I've got a total of 19.
That beats a 14.
So
I already
Good
got
job.
4.
We're loose.
So you rip the ship open. There's big gapping sides in it.
Go.
So
I'm sorry, ship.
the Children of the Dark and the pirates spill out as the structure starts seeming to wobble and collapse. As it just sort of drifts further away from you into a cloud bank. You hear the groaning of metal. So
Mission goddamn accomplished.
well, there's one last thing. Getting back to port. Your ship is damaged. You're going to have to set down on a Highland nearby and make repairs. The question is what kind of challenge you want to deal with. There's several Highlands near you. There's one you can tell pirates use as a port of call or as a hideout, so you'll probably have to do combat to get away. There's one probably filled with dangerous wilderness monsters. And then there is a barren rock that is, going to be treacherous. And there is some driftwood and things.
No
like
matter
that.
what, I'm probably.
So
used up.
what's your poison? Like what kind of?
I vote animals.
I'll go with animals since he'll give you something on there, and Pointy may be able to give us some pointers. So.
All right, so you get to a Highland that is just overgrown, a wild forest. Pointy's like, oh, that one. I can smell the predators from here.
Stay down there, Pointy.
Yeah. Oh no,
You're our guest.
You're our guest. You're our guest.
so.
Phillips, I swear to God, you die before Pointy dies.
All right. In fact, you can hear
Right to your last breath.
You can hear a roar of a monster coming from below you. Probably some. You recognize it as the. God, what would the name be of some sort of predatory, kind of bear-like, but
Bugbear?
Not
not a bugbear.
Manitou.
Barropede.
Barropede. I like that. A bear,
Helping or hurting? Helping or
a
hurting?
bear pede, but with mini legs. It's just a long bear with a giant.
Wait, it's a multi-bear.
It's a multi-bear. The bear
centipede.
is quite dangerous. So if you land on it's going to take. You have to chop down trees. You have to haul them back up to the ship. It's going to know you're there, and it's going to make a play for you.
I will soothe the Barropede.
Ooh.
I will use archaeology equipment to help me do so.
You ran out of archaeology equipment in the fight.
We didn't use any.
Oh,
I didn't use a single catch of it.
Fine. You can use your archaeology.
And I can assist with calming rains and with my
You don't have your
potential.
blade.
Now, okay, on a personal level, as
With my
somebody who
potential.
has a degree in
No,
anthropology,
your blade, you
using
have to spend your
archaeology
blade
to
cash to
soothe
assist.
a bear,
Okay,
just like
you're right.
rankles
So-
hard, but
okay.
whatever.
All right. So
So cash is a random draw, right?
cash is a random draw. So I will say now. Let's set the stakes. Do you want to just totally control the bear so that it won't be able to hurt anybody, or do you just want to
Let's
kind
be
of
like, yeah,
get?
get on out of here, Barropede.
So you're menacing it with like the brush and the little scraper.
Are you
Is that it?
You don't know Barropedes around here. Yeah.
All right.
Are you sure you don't want me? Are you sure you want me to go log and kill it?
No.
Get on back in your hole.
Only when it murders me.
I'll set up a grid and examine
All right,
you,
I'll say
damn it.
that's a 2-card challenge.
Okay. And then I use my cash.
All right. So 20? 19. All right. So we didn't set the stakes. So you're being chased by a Barropede.
It's got so many legs.
Can I try my calming rains now?
You can try your calling range. There's going to be 3 now because you're going to have to get in front of the Barropede.
And I'm not free stretched any of my.
No.
It's encircling me.
Actually, fighting it would be a 1-card challenge. 1-card challenge, Tiberius. If you just want to try and slay a Barropede.
I do not want to do that.
I'm thinking.
It's a Barropede.
Yeah. I'm Toad's going to do that,
Okay.
Okay.
and it's going to be Titan strength.
Okay.
I like
All right. Well, so if you fail, I say you could kill it, but take another wound, serious
Okay,
wound.
fair enough.
Or you could just run away, and someone else has to deal with it. Which consequence do you want?
Run away.
Take a wound.
All right. Ready?
Now you're going to play the Joker, right? You shitty bitch.
It's already on there. It's already on there. You bastard.
God damn.
Okay, here's what I want. Like
Playtest note. How do you prevent the GM and a player from having a marital spat?
Hang on, there's a chance. I still have 2 Jokers in here. I may end up drawing one for my crown.
I was going to ask: is there a way?
You have a crown? Yeah, go for it.
Is there a way to prevent the Joker from?
I
just,
do not.
Is the Joker always just an auto trump, or is there a way of like a player
let me
can
look at-
overpower that?
Let me look.
I think
You play one Joker,
Let
and they
me-
play like a
I will-
dozen.
I will-
I'm fairly certain it's only if another Joker comes into play.
Let's see.
Because that's kind of.
I feel like if you Joker a Joker, it's got to be player wins.
Let's see here.
I was thinking like,
Or otherwise someone's going to throw something at
if you drop like 5.
Well, I'm thinking like in the future, I would just instead of having a hand, I would just fucking draw always randomly.
Yeah.
Because then,
Is that an option?
no, it's not. Not right now.
I'm gonna say like, could you give a Joker
Here it
like
is.
a?
When a Joker is bid or played as a randomly drawn crowning, or played as a or a cash card, whoever played the card automatically wins a stake regardless of whether the card's played. When a Joker is played, all participants must discard their current play hands, reshuffle their play decks, and redraw.
Oh, we didn't do that.
Yeah, we haven't done
No,
that.
we use it as a trump.
Should consider filling out bids that include Jokers with enough card to meet the limit that are allowed to bid. So
Joker is not win. Joker is redo.
no, Joker wins that play, but then you have to reshuffle
Redraw
everything.
everything.
Yeah,
Everybody reject.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're attacked by a Barropede and you lose all your cards.
well, no, you reshuffle, you redraw.
Oh, okay.
But I can only get.
No, only he does.
Oh, okay.
Only he does, and I do.
Okay.
So Tom, you redraw your hand. You
I was
reshuffle.
confused by all players on there.
No. All players
potential
involved.
Okay.
Let me double check. All participants.
Okay.
So I redraw my.
You
Your
reshuffle.
your rego hand though, right?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
as potential hand.
Right.
So your regular hand.
Their current play hands.
Your whole deck.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yeah, I got it.
except for your magic suite. You don't use your magic suite.
Yeah. And redraw.
And then your first card's going to be the damage you take from the barrel bead.
Divided by 3. It's a minor wound. No, it's a serious wound.
You said minor.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. So minor wound. So
Of course. Yeah, it's queen. So
3. What does that put you at? 1 card?
no, it's 3. I had to completely redraw.
Well, yeah, but your wound. What was your? Yeah, but you keep your same.
I am at 3. Yes.
No, you took a wound earlier, so you were at
He took a wound down to 2.
2.
I healed him back up to 3. That kills him.
No, at 0. It's below 0. He's dead. He's unconscious.
Okay.
So you have to save him.
T-Bone!
All right. So who hasn't acted yet?
Well, Barrapete's dead. You said he'd take a wound.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Barapete is dead, so he is dying, and
Scrape
you have
up.
healing hands, so you can stabilize him for free.
Scrape up T-Bone.
Yeah, you scrape up Tibo.
Stabilize the...
I can try to actually get him up
Barrel
since I do
bead
have
is the noble
healing potential.
It's like fucking did it.
Cleansing Storm, so...
Well, no, you saw you. I mean, the Barapete is dead.
He was more scared of you than you were.
All right, so
What have we accomplished?
well, you escaped. You found a massive structure. Well,
I got the logbook.
you got the logbook, so you actually have a record of what happened to them. You didn't rescue them.
It was so fucking close. Come on.
It was very
Yeah.
close, and you managed to get back, and you did find a marvelous discovery in the
Talking
part.
gear.
I have a
talk-
new friend.
You have a new friend.
Which
I
is,
mapped it.
which is really priceless.
It is priceless. So you went back into port at Fort Alabaster, and you managed to. It is a storied mission, and you get a new badge of rank for successful completion of the mission. So if you continue this again, we can learn.
Is that named?
I have to look up.
Okay,
those
so we have
rules.
badges. This is graduation, and then there's something afterwards.
Yeah,
I guess. So,
I would have to look up that. I mean,
Alright.
there are probably rules for that, but again, I focus on the rules that were relevant to this
Right.
adventure.
No, it was good.
I was wondering,
So, questions, comments, suggestions for
For Jeff,
yes, for Jeff, for the system, for the setting, everything.
Joker mechanics a little bit confusing.
well,
that was
it
us
was
not reading it. Right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, well, that's
worded
part of it,
correctly.
but it's
Yeah.
still kind of like,
It's cool though because it makes you.
oh yeah.
If I like use it, if I'm Ross
Yeah.
and I just dropped 7 face cards in a row, a Joker's pretty fucking sweet because my deck was full of shit, and now it's got my 7 face cards back. So I think you need a graphic example of how to like one way to set up.
Well, there are tons of examples in the book, or in the text as it is, of like how these things work. That's how I was able to figure this out.
I know of work. Is there like a graphic of like put this hand on
no,
this side,
no.
put that?
Yeah, that's what we
You're
did.
dealing with 2 hands, 2 draw decks, 2 discards, and a character sheet.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be like high end for the playtest, but I think
Yeah.
you're going to get better comments on people actually engaging with the mechanics if you give them a clear graphic overnizer.
Sure.
Like left hand's your rego hand. 6 on the bottom, draw deck, discard up top.
Yeah.
Then right hand's your magic hand, 5 at the bottom, draw deck, discard up top, and cards resolve on your character sheet, and then you move them off.
Yeah.
Like just something like that to help people out. If you want to up the difficulty, make people declare whether they want to use their face cards as pluses or crowns before flips.
Okay.
So maybe face cards don't count as pluses, but they do count as add a
don't count as
random
10
card.
points.
They don't count as 10 points, or they do count as 10 points, but you flip. Does it make sense? Oh no, that would make sense because you
No,
couldn't
I
flip a
mean,
10.
crown cards are really useful because you get 10 points plus an additional.
How's it?
Yeah.
The issue is,
2 to
do
10
they
points.
force you to draw, or do you get the option?
Well, you're drawing from your deck. I mean,
Like I said, but
Yeah, they're
but
right,
if
that
you
doesn't
want-
make sense.
The off chance
it's just an additional. It's a free 2 to 10 points.
Might need a
Well,
resolution
hold on.
order mechanic if you want to go big in threats and complicated PvP.
Yeah.
So, like, I really like the this is what happens in the scene, this is the stake
Yeah.
thing, but, like, and I thought the cooperation works well, but like more complex PvP or stuff like that might be a little.
I feel the thing is I could see
if it's like I'm attacking you and they're like I want to restrain him because I don't want him to hurt. It becomes very much about who did it first.
There are PvP mechanics and stuff like that, but like it is meant to like one and done an entire encounter or part of an encounter. What would take several rolls in a normal RPG to resolve.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But like maybe like okay, everyone spend an initiative card.
Yeah.
So then you get a choice as to be like.
But I think he's trying to abstract it down so like the thing goes quickly. The thing is with larger groups, it's harder
to be more.
I said it might.
And taking skills that seem to go match your potential. Like I thought I can't draw diamonds for any of my combat stuff.
Well, your diamond is your ore, so you can't use diamonds for that.
I know. So that was.
So you assign it to something other than diamonds.
Yes, I know. But it just not a lot of that made a lot of sense for.
Okay.
Well, for the
his character only wanted to stab.
Yeah.
So he wanted diamonds all the way down.
No, I just if I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It was kind of. Yeah. We rolled a few things. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if one of the consequences is this is going to destroy the ship.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a TPK? Because like that's the only problem I see with setting.
Well, that's
hanging over an abyss.
Well,
like you're one person fucking up one time away from everyone dying. Does that make sense?
Well, the thing is, like, that's about negotiating outcomes, and I don't think even at the end, like, it wasn't your ship was destroyed; it was damaged, and you have to land, and you can't repair it anytime soon.
And I haven't read the full text, and I didn't think like you ran it poorly by any means. I think something you might want to put in there is like, be careful saying the ship's going to go down. If
there are pages of advice on like how.
Or if there's other settings where you're maybe just on a group of islands that are connected together for something that would be considered more of a social game than just
and these are not entire critiques because I haven't read the whole thing yet. Somebody's gonna call bullshit on a GM hand. Somebody's gonna get real pissed when you drop a joker on them. Be like, they're gonna be real pissed about that.
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing.
I'm okay with it because I don't give a fuck. But like, somebody's gonna call bullshit on that.
No, you're gonna get some real big
GM,
grognard.
I feel like I can say whether, like, when I get a bunch of face cards, then I can just shut anyone down. And early on, I was getting very low cards for the most part, so like I couldn't do much. So it's I either can't shut you down or I can't shut you down. I personally think it would be better if I didn't have a hand at all. If I just drew.
An all rando hand. Yeah. I'd be interested to see if that I feel like that might have been a previous iteration.
Yeah. You could do a partial random where he draws a certain number and has to pick discard one or something like that.
Or he has a smaller draw hand and then he can choose to draw as many as he wants.
Yes.
But I feel
so I have 3 cards I can drop whenever I want. But if I don't want to spend that card, I can hold in reserve and I can drop something.
Yeah. Setting up as a Moxie or a Will.
Yeah, basically the GM always has a cache, but he can't go over a limit unless he has a cache. I don't know.
Because that seemed to...
I really love the 1, 2, 3 challenge level, plus the ability to crown as a GM. I think that's really neat as a way of listing things. I love the idea of needing to cater a type of play to your face card to crown, so needing to crit in a certain way.
Yeah.
I thought Healing Hands was a bit odd, because there's no reason to take it as anything but 1.
Well, again,
I said it only buys your ability to spend face cards
that's
to
just
heal.
one use of it, though. You could use it as a normal skill to diagnose a mystery illness or figure out the anatomy of a weird foe to stab them more efficiently or something like that.
Okay.
That's true. You could analyze.
All right, I didn't think about it. I guess the name just confused me as it was listed because I'm just thinking faith healing and magic.
Yeah. Well, that would be the potential.
That'd be a potential. Okay.
Yeah, that's literally magic.
So
I probably should have had you guys restore your potential hands quicker, but
that.
It was based over time, and they are kind of your trump things.
And you can't crown a crown, right?
So
if I pull a face and I pull another face, I can't pull a third card.
I'd have to double check.
I crown and then I pull a face card rando.
If it keeps like an exploding die.
I do not know. I will have to look that up. I'm looking it up right now. So.
You might want to put a list on I'd put a list on the character sheet that says that swords can pull from hands to assist or something like that. In small text, because that's the only cache that works that way. Everything else pulls random.
Once.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. But like for the blade works differently than everything else. I might put like a little.
Yeah, the blade is the one cache that worked differently than everything.
And I might just look a little note there, since you have more text there, and no one's going to write anything.
Honestly, I kind of feel like I don't like the idea of that you can only cooperate when you have this one unique advantage, and like I feel like players should always be able to cooperate.
Okay.
Right. I was thinking. That's what I was saying. Like earlier, we had the opportunities to set each other up.
Yeah.
For better success.
Well, that's how I was trying to run at the end. So it's like,
And that
Well, I feel like always being able to cooperate is just going to be endless then.
well, no, because the way you cooperate is limited. You still you can only put in one card to balance. It's basically a crown. And it's only under certain contextual things. So there are other limitations other than the blade cache.
Yeah, but I would say that like if you spent time cooperating, that's a card you can't play on your encounter.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because like the thing is like if I'm playing a card and like you play a card on Aaron, and you play a card on Aaron, and you play a card on Aaron, and we're all adding 3 cards to Aaron every turn, and then it's your turn, and then you play a 3-card challenge, and you're fine.
It's
like we could just do that for fucking ever.
I was figuring at the time that I didn't redraw.
Yeah, I think assisting other players should be a little better, but yeah, not that.
I thought I was dedicating my action to helping Aaron.
Yeah, so I think like the penalty should be like your next check, you're a card down.
Yeah.
If it's a 2-card check, you're only playing 1 card.
Or just I even accept that all the cards that you played to help.
Or you're playing 1 card down from your skill.
Yeah.
Like so, if you had a 3, you're playing a 2, and you had a 2,
That's
you're
fair.
playing a 1. If you have a 1, you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
So maybe. So why does crowning out of your said ability add bonus and crown status? So like here's the thing, like if I have I was a little confused about this. So if I have a spade and I play a spade face card, that should definitely be, in my opinion, 10 because it's adapted to the ability I'm using, plus a crown because it's a crit. But if I have to play a spade ability and I play a heart face card, that's still plus 10 and that's still drawing another card.
Well, the thing is, you can only crown when it makes sense because of the context. Like if you're drawing a queen.
No, but I see what
because it's about the face type, not the card.
So would it be better if the value was half? Maybe like you get plus 5 instead of plus 10.
No, I don't want to make it too particulate, but like my issue is that essentially when you're crowning, you're playing a different game, like other than your character sheet. You're playing these same 3 stats that everybody else has, and it's got very little to do with the ability you're using to actually participate in that action.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
No, I mean it does make sense.
Because like in another game, I'm rewarding people for investing in a skill by like, oh, it's a spade. You played a spade. Your bonus is that much better. Whereas if my skill's not great, I could be like, okay, I play a 5 of hearts, a 4 of hearts, so I'm at 9, and then I play a ace of clubs, so I'm still at a 9, but I want to add to my heart roll. It doesn't automatically become a 19, and then I plus whatever I add. Does that make sense?
I mean, it makes sense. I don't know. I mean,
I just had a question. I just didn't know why it was that way.
And I kind of agree in that.
Well, no, you do get to.
I'm not really complaining about any of this, and I want to be clear. I just had mechanical questions.
Yeah, and
Well, my understanding is, all right. So you're playing you're playing an ability that's 3 cards, like a 3 thing.
Yeah.
And you play a 5 or 4 that's a
In
right
suit.
and then
And
you
then a
play
face out of suit.
Yeah, a face, but the face. Well, it's an ace. Aces are your super. You only have 2 in the deck, and that's your super critical success. That's what basically the equivalent of rolling a natural 20, and you get to.
All right, we'll call it a jack then.
Okay, Jack. It can only make sense if your action involves trickery, deception, subterfuge, thievery, or nefarious doings.
All right.
So, like, there's a limitation, but it works like a cache. It only works in that story contextual reason. So it is flipping things up, but like you can only if you have a queen, then like oh shit, now you're fighting a monster, you then have to figure out a way to negotiate with it, or like come on, big guy, let's hug this out.
So I mean, yeah. So those were my questions. I thought it was overall very tight. I really like it I like it better than the Fate mechanic. I mean, it's very fatey. It's basically Fate.
Yeah.
It's basically Fate without dice.
Yeah.
But I do like it because Fate is all about planning and metagaming your way through the game.
Yeah.
And the card mechanic increases that ability even more than say a fudge die.
Yeah.
Because I can still have like a +4 and something and then roll all negatives.
Right.
As I often do every time we play base rate. Whereas this one, I can kind of take my aspects, well, not my aspects, my abilities and skills and potentials, and then I can also game that across my cards. So I did very much like that because it takes the thing that people like about Fate, metagaming their way towards the story they want to have with their character, and it gives an increasing amount of control for them.
No, I mean, I really like the elements of negotiating stakes at the outcome, resolving encounters instead of individual actions, stuff like that. But yeah, but there are parts, like, for me as a GM, like, I don't like having to play cards, because then I feel like there's no randomness in it. I determine whether you succeed or not. If I have a joker, I can just shit on you whenever, even if you have it, so...
Well, then again, we have a joker, so can we.
Yeah, but...
But then again, you're running into that same issue where that Gale brought up, is that, you're going to have some huge grognard just screaming because the GM pulls
and
out
you can't play against that. It's not bad. It's not bad as it is.
Yeah,
it's not wrong.
So.
It's not something you have to fix. I just think that's a design choice. And I might also add in a rand, as a guy who's making a system that's so modular it can not stand up under its own weight. It might be something like, okay, you don't want to be a dick, or it's your player's first game, just pull all randos. As an alternate rule set, because I don't think that would be hard to do at all.
Let's hear a little bit from Sean. So
which part of it?
Well, any other thoughts that we haven't touched on?
Let's go to the system. Setting. I know I compared it to a few different things because, you always do that with every setting. Actually, I kind of liked it. I felt it was pretty cool. I know that technically Caleb was not quite fond of the phrasing of Fulminous Heart, even though I did specify what that meant. I guess
it's just fucking
parentheses.
with you, man.
I know it's cool. I put parentheses,
Oh, and just so you know, I made up I added the deep talking deer to the thing. Like I did not.
That was
thank you.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Because you're so on a deer kick right now.
I don't know why.
Dude, Pointy is our brother now.
I wanted to have a social thing that wasn't like
and there was a barrapede head mounted.
The barrapede I liked.
It's like on the prow, So
that's how you fix your ship. You just barrapede.
But I know that Caleb compared a lot of this to Fate, and I'll agree with certain aspects that I like, that you can declare your own stat.
Yeah.
And it can I know it sounds like it can create too many bullshit situations, but I did try to create some bullshit situations, and you rightfully said no. So you gotta try.
I must break you.
Yes. But I kind of like the aspect that you get a little more control over your character instead of I pick stat X or to get effect Y. You get this more realized character concept through being able to just come up with your own names for things.
Sure.
So I like that. And again, the setting has a lot of potential.
There's a lot of cool stuff to it. So.
You can say, well, you're going to this archipelago over here, and that's completely...
There are a lot of different kingdoms and realms and things that are just more detailed.
And that's why I like
It's a strong fit with the mechanics, because you're doing entire encounter checks.
Yeah.
Then
that's a whole
you're going to be... It's going to be huge, it's going to be romantic, it's going to be episodic, it's going to be swashbuckling on sky ships. And
again, you've already got a setting where you can basically go, we've already said fuck you physics. So
so I don't think this mechanic would work with anything that wasn't utter high fantasy, high adventure. Because
but it's fun.
Yeah, because I was getting a
Delta Green would be hilarious with that mechanic. You die, and you're crazy.
I just had 52 jokers.
Yeah.
9 out of the opera would be pretty damn quick.
Not that you need to make Delta Green, but I'm just saying it really fits with the game. Yeah.
Not necessarily fantasy, like a pulp thing would work really well.
Yeah, pulp, high fantasy, high adventure.
But again, the fact that there's a lot of
has a very wushu.
There was a lot more. There was a lot more flexibility.
Tom, we haven't heard from you. Anything?
I would say most of the complaints I had were gone. I kind of realized I was just not quite understanding the way the decks were.
It is separated. It is a little like One Roll Engine to me, in that once you understand the basic. Once you get it, you're like, oh, okay. But there's that
No, I like the mechanics. I do I like resolving not for every single single thing, because we'd rapidly run out of cards for that.
Right.
Well, I mean, you always get to reshuffle.
Well, sure, but still.
Yeah.
Setting's great. Yeah, setting's good. It's actually, once again, I think the setting's kind of almost secondary here.
Yeah.
Because this seems to be a system, you could do a lot of things. And
Yeah.
Does equipment have an effect besides
Caches?
narrative?
Oh, well, caches. Like your spy.
Well, it says caches here.
Yeah.
But then equipment has
I
its own
have
listing.
not read up on that.
Like, for example, I've got a skill, the gun is...
I know relics, and we just didn't use them. So
Well, your eyeglass was basically a relic. That's how I was treating. Like I was treating.
then what's N and M for?
I'd have to, again. These are specific stuff that I'd have to.
Yeah, I thought it was just a cache.
I'm sure there are other mechanical effects that I was trying to keep things sticking to the intro.
No, it was fine.
Yeah.
I just have questions. I wasn't against any of it. I
I'm
would
sure
happily
Jeff
play it
will
again.
be happy to answer
So,
them.
Yes.
I will send you the material. Is there any other final thoughts?
Good job.
No,
I
it was
really
a lot of
enjoyed
fun.
it.
It was
All right, we'll talk to you guys next time.